Toys R Us, and welcome to unbelievably the 1st of February already, which is crazy. And again, with it being the first of the month, that's exactly why I'm doing my live, which again, I really enjoy doing these now. Hopefully, we get some new people in the chat today as well, which is great. I'm just trying to sort everything around me. I need to turn this down, and I've got me here. I need to. There we go. Right. So I've seen Darren's in the chat. I've seen Thundercrackers there. And yes, I will be doing, of course, the draw later on. Apologies, Darren. I nearly got the Gut Cruncher video out yesterday. But then, of course, the last member of the Leo Kaiser team came. So I completely got that done. Hello, DW Nuts Review Stuff and Things. Nice to have you on here as well. I don't know where everybody's gone. There was more people in there 10 seconds ago than what there was now. Yeah, so as I say, I've got it here, I've got it ready. I will get that. Mogwell, brilliant. I'm glad you got it. Oh, it's gold. How you doing, mate? Don't worry, your thing is coming. Don't worry, matey, it is coming. Everything's just carnage. It's being picked up tomorrow. I did the 48, what's it called? Track 48, because it's insured for obviously £150. If anybody's wondering what's going on about, there's a chap in the chat who I've just brought one of my things, and it's going out to him. Do not worry, matey. It is on its way, winging its way to you. Yes, Mogwell, and yeah, I'm glad you're there because, and again, I was just mentioning Leo Kaiser, or Leo Kaiser, however I get him. But again, huge thank you to you for all your help regarding him. I do have him behind me, which I'll probably get him out in a bit as well to have a bit of a look at. Yes, it's just, yeah, as I say, I'll leave a lot of this open to you guys in a minute. It looks like I've totally stitched myself up with I still really am looking forward to doing it, but I think it's going to come way faster than what I thought it was. For any of you who remember, and I know there's people jumping on, Mad Prime Productions, nice to have you on here as well. Peter's here, of course he is, to watch somebody else win the thing. Am I going to be able to catch up with all this? I love that Star Convoy. I'd make sure to turn everything out of the way. Congrats on your heist. Thank you very much, Darren. It has done 260 something thousand, and I have no idea why. No idea whatsoever. Right, that's just gone way fast. So let me catch up on this. Not anyone getting the new Commander Cody Black series. No, not getting that. I just got back from an argument with one of the wicked ones about wind charger variants. He didn't believe me despite me having given. That's a bit weird. The TF wiki, I've never tried to upload to. I need to try and update that with the Megatron I've got. But if it's that hard, then I don't think I will. What was we talking about then? Oh yeah, remember I've agreed to do the 4 hours for 40k. And that's come around much faster than I thought it would. With a bit of luck, well, obviously I want it to come soon, but the problem that I've got is next Saturday, I definitely won't be able to do it because I've got a 4-hour drive to Norwich for the in-demand event, and then a 4-hour drive back. And then I think the week after I might be at the shop, and then the week after that we've got a family wedding, so everything's going on. It doesn't surprise me that he has no idea what I'm talking about. There we go. Well, if you've got a physical one in hand, how can he dispute it? I don't understand that, wind charger. You obviously tried recently here in the US. Yeah, that's not nice, Darren, isn't it? It's you're right, B. You've managed to make it. That is very sad. I don't know what's going on over there. Yeah, it's 4 hours there and back, mate. More than that, to be fair. It says 4 hours 15 minutes. In total, well, 4 hours 15, but that's not with traffic. So with traffic, it's going to be, I'm going to set off at 4 a.m. to be fair. I was even contemplating getting a hotel the night before, but there'd be no point because I'd get there very, very late because I'd want to spend the evening with my wife and kids, and then I'd have to get up. By the time I get there, it'd be like 2 in the morning, and I'd be getting up at whatever time anyhow. So I'll just get to bed here. But I'm looking forward to that. I'm gutted, obviously, that some of the Constructicons have been found everywhere already. Same as some of the Age of the Primes that they've come out in Australia already, which is a bit frustrating. Because yes, I was planning on being able to unbox a few of them as well. But oh well. It is what it is. Chris McFeely to get in on this. He's also Chris. I speak to Chris quite a lot. I'll have a word with him. I'll message him. Winchart. You haven't got my email or my Instagram. I'll sort something out. And we'll do that. We'll do that offline, like later on or something. Nothing. They're doing Cody on the new clone, but is the right? What are you guys talking about? Are you talking about G.I. Joe? Are you talking about? Because I don't know what you're talking about. Cody, I don't know. The only Cody I know is Cody Gakpo, and he plays for Liverpool. I don't know any other Codys. It must be G.I. Joe that I don't really know anything about. Star Wars. Why do I not know Star Wars? Is it the new Skeleton Crew or something? Because why have I not heard of that? I've not seen any of the. Everyone's saying Star Wars now shows. I thought I knew Star Wars, but I've not seen any of them Skeleton Crew. So maybe it's that. I've not seen any of the Skeleton Crew. Is it good? I've been told it's good. Hasbro is making Earthspark Soundwave. Are they? They've already made one, haven't they? It's not even a special of a variant. It's a late '84 release where his abdomen was retooled. Clone Commander Cody. Commander Cody. So that's thingy, isn't it? It's Clone Commanders. Why do I not know that? Clone Commander Cody. It's not Boba Fett, is it then? No, because that's obviously thingy in Django. I'm getting mixed up anyway. It's a video recently. B&M's our stores are useless at the moment. I mean, I've literally obviously just put the barricade video up. I thought I'd put it up earlier, but I hadn't. And when I just went online to check, it wasn't live, so I just put it on live. Mr. J, you up for reviewing my collector's crafts? Oh, Mr. J, I need to get hold of you. I'm so sorry. Yes, I am, definitely. Mr. J has got some amazing stuff that I will reply to you probably tomorrow morning next. By the time I get off here, it'll be after midnight. Yes, Mr. J has got some amazing stuff. He's made a Teletran one and all that sort of stuff. And he's going to, as you can see, he's going to Studio Series Leader Megatron. Which one? The concept one, that one. Because funny enough, he's just here. The action, I found it, Darren. You must have missed the first like 90 seconds of the chat when I went live. I nearly had it ready. I had it set up here ready to go, and I was just about to record. And then, where are we? The last tip one I got, like, yeah, that's this. I've got this new light now. I've got this new light, and typically it died instantaneously, and then the rest of the Leo Kaiser came, so I thought I'd just get that out. But I will get Gut Cruncher done tomorrow because I've had a little play with him. I've had a bit of a practice, and yes, so yeah, I'm ready. I know what I'm going to say in it. No way. Rudy's in. Everybody, this is Rudy Zizzo. He's got his own channel. He's an amazing guy. He's helped me so much with this, especially at the start, and with a lot of the artwork that I use on my channel. It's all down to the genius of that man who's just popped up in the chat. Fung Boy's in as well, which is nice to have. Good. Everybody's slowly coming in. So yeah, wow, this is nice. This is, again, it's still early days. There's still a few of you there. That Funko Pop Soundwave's funny. Again, we've got the strangest things in our shops, as it's but nothing of noteworthy, I would think, as of yet. As I say, it's just, come on, the Irish. Oh, you I thought you weren't going to make it because you were at the Six Nations. So obviously you must be back, or you must be watching this on the train on the way home or something. Nuts review stuff, things nice, man. That's a good figure. I just got Magmatron though today. Magmatron figure of the year last year, definitely. The thing whose name is Mutts Nuts and stuff, just call him Gold. His name's Gold. Just got home, but you nearly beat us. You see, I'm not big on rugby, to be fair, mate, and I've just spent the last 2 hours. I'm trying to catch up, me and the missus. We watched Loki ages ago when the season. We put photos up on my Insta. Good, just purchased in a culture scorpion. Mine's on the way, but it hasn't made it here yet. Is it bigger, Mr. J? Let me know. What was I saying? Yeah, and I completely forgot it, so I'm going to watch it again. Why doesn't it scale? Is that because he's bigger? I've got one of them on the way, but it hasn't made it yet. I think with Chinese New Year it came on. Yeah, you don't want to watch too much. I know it's obviously real and it's horrible, but sometimes with the news it's too much. I think I need a haircut. I've just realised how bad my hair is. I've had a hat on all day. Yeah, it's sometimes that with the news they just keep playing, as you say, tragedies over and over and over again. So turn it off and enjoy yourself in the chat with this. Most people will be jumping on board soon anyway. As I say, I'm waiting for the TF1 Classic Class Megatron to come to Battersea. Classic Class. Oh, of course, Blocky's on about now. There's two. I try to keep up. I'll find out from you if you want. I'll speak to Warren, who's shop manager. And again, I am down there this month, 100%. I just need to work out a day, date which works for everybody, because the problem, again, everything's nowhere near me. It's really weird. Telford's like, it's really well situated because it's pretty much in the centre of England, but that also means that, for example, London's 3 hours away. My birthday's in March. I might pop down for my birthday in March as well. London's 3.5 hours away, depending on what you're doing. And then, of course, Norwich is. Manchester's not too bad, but all the cities in the UK now are awful to get in and out of. Any chance the guys from TF Nation can get Peter Cullen? I'm sure they would love it. I was trying to figure out what was different. My camera's flipped. What do you mean it's flipped? I don't know what you mean now. it always does this. This is the way it. This is exactly how I've always done my lives, Pete. So I don't know what's going on. That's not a camera. That's a light. I think they would love to get Peter Cullen, but I don't know. As bad as this sounds, if he's even well, is he? I've heard he was poorly recently. So I hope he's okay. But I heard he was poorly recently. Everything's backwards. I don't know what's going on. I'll be doing Battersea probably in a couple of weeks after work. Anyone getting the Voyager Leo? Yes, I've got that on order. That's definitely on order from. I don't know what I've done then. It must be yours. Peter Cullen may retire from voice duties because, for the way I'm looking at it, that's always on this side and stuff. It's mirrored. He's trying to say that's not. I don't think I've done it because everything's exactly as it is for me normally. There's Devastator. There's Star Convoy. Yeah, poor old Pete. I would like to meet him. I would like to meet him. It's you know, it's a shame. I would love to do. My Star Convoy's left. How's it done that then? I don't know what I've done, guys. What's that do? I don't want to press anything just in case. If it's mirrored, it's okay. It's not going to make much of a difference because it's just obviously on the opposite sides. But I don't know why it's done that. Again, you'll remember, you'll laugh at me because I brought this. When did I buy this? It's still in the case. I've still not took it out. I'm still not using it. So I still need to sort it out. The original Unicron from Ron Friedman. Oh, that's amazing, Mr. J. And I brought that iPad for this, for the streaming, for the big thing, and I've still not worked today. Everyone who's a TFN wants to meet Frank. Yes, that's totally true gold. But I think, unfortunately for myself, I think I jumped on like the convention thing too late. If I'd have done it years and years ago, which I should have done. And it's quite funny because me and my wife have discussed this a few times. Like I don't even think he came to Auto Assembly, but I'm just talking about conventions in general. Like she offered to, what's on the shelf above Star Convoy? Purple and green robot. Oh, it's Magmatron, pal. It's Magmatron. And she offered to get me like Auto Assembly tickets for my birthday or for Christmas or whatever, and I just never went. So I'm a bit gutted that I didn't do that. I don't even think he was there, but yeah, it's good that you delete the answers from Monday Mystery. I usually bypass comments. Yeah, I do delete. Some people do it intentionally though. Like I don't know why, but Gabriel does. Gabriel, I don't know what if he's in the chat, or maybe he can answer why he does it. And then he had a pop the other day as well because I wouldn't undo the screws on my figure, and he's like, I don't know if you read read the comments on that. For some reason, he decided to go off on one. So I just put a thumb up. Mate, it's huge. It's let me give you. What can I give you as an idea? Oh yeah, okay. So Commander class Prime's obviously quite a big figure. But yeah, everybody says that. But so Commander Prime is probably below his chest. He's huge. He really is a very, very big. Yeah, it's Legacy Magmatron. It was my figure of the year last year of the main normal releases because I've never seen anything like it. It's crazy. We should play guess the juice because you always try to guess. Because it's definitely not wine. Am I quiet today? I wonder why we're quieter. I'm not bothered. I just wonder why the numbers are a bit off compared to what they normally are. Yeah, Rudy's brilliant. For a commander, he's huge. I would say that the land dinosaur. But did you manage to grab the? I already had one, mate. I already had one, but that's why I wanted to let everybody else know. Nice one, gold. I'd say the land one. Excuse me. Yeah, the land one's probably leader class. The plesiosaur. Why can't I? The plesiosaur is easily Voyager. Thanks, Pete. And yeah, the pterodactyl's easily deluxe. So very close, Rudy. It's actually quadruple concentrate now, isn't it? It's funny, Rudy. I know obviously you don't jump in many of these, but whenever I bring it up normally, everybody always asks, 80 Optimus go on sale, but he ain't gonna ever go down. He's still massively in demand. I'm not getting sick. I just swallowed something wrong. I'm actually all right. I've been all right for ages. It's everybody else in the household that's been poorly, but everybody touch wood, whatever else you got to do. Everybody else is fine now. How's the gold Predaking? It's in there. Do you know what? I'm so lucky that she doesn't just kick me out. It's in our bedroom, and it's been on top of the it's been on a chest of drawers since I did it. It's just there because I'm too scared to put it on the floor and put it anywhere else. Just this giant Predaking in the bedroom, just on one of the chest of drawers. Oh yeah, you're poorly as well, aren't you? B127. You said you were earlier. So yeah, he's sitting there. The reason why he's there is because I want to take him into the gym, and I want to stand on the scales and see how heavy he is. It's ridiculous. It's heavier than Unicron. I'm curious. Is anyone here? No, there's no one on here. Windcharger who is. No one at all, unfortunately. And like I say, you probably your best bet into it is Chris McFeely. Just make sure it's in the front of the weenie photos. I sound really bad now, but I'm not at all. Get better soon. I've been absolutely fine. That drink just went down the wrong way and it made me do that. Let me get this. Oh, you've been at a wedding. Does that say? What's that say? I've been just making sure it's not. Oh, in front of the wedding photos. Oh no, they're on the other wall. But yes, that's the thing with the third party stuff, especially because I don't really keep it. It's where to put it. Although the Leo Kaiser was quite impressive, to be fair. Pete, did you like that one? Did you? I know you don't normally get Iron Factory figures, but he's pretty impressive. Here we go, mate. Take it easy, but I hope you feel better. Hasbro is scaling back on their Transformers figures. Yeah, but you see, it's not for every single faction, Mr. J. It's not for every single faction at all. Transformers won't at all. They'll just keep going because it's their highest selling thing. So they're gonna keep doing loads. And they're not doing less waves. They're just not doing package refreshes. How do you know what photos Russ has in his? Good one. I suppose you've got to have a wedding photo in the bedroom, haven't you? What was I saying? Yeah, so all they're doing is they're the same amount of waves, but just with no package refresh. No, there's less waves because they're not doing package refreshes. So the same amount of figures. And let's be honest, they're not scared. Everything they put something up, they pretty much sell out. Most of Age of the Primes Wave 1 on most websites is sold out. It's insane. So yeah, I think our toy line, to be fair, is the Haslab reveal is next Saturday. I think, our franchise, our fandom, we're more than safe. It's other things that obviously aren't selling. And everybody knows, and again, they made it very public knowledge just how well Transformers were doing. I know they want to move on to games. Most people want to move on to digital platforms because it's easier, isn't it? You don't have to make anything. They'll eventually go, needs another limb. Cross the green shadow inspired myself. Yes, not for me though. Maybe if no age gets around to it. I've got him coming as well. I've got Death Cobra coming, which will be interesting. He is good, but I don't know if he's like as amazing as he. I'd love not even a Haslab. I just love a proper version, a proper mainline deluxe, because there's loads of, well, everybody wants, because obviously we're getting Star Convoy, loads of people in the chats, not in this chat, in other chats I've seen, are crossing their fingers for a Grandus and Sky Gary Haslab, because that will go, of course, with Star Convoy. And I suppose because they've done a combining with Ultra Magnus and Prime for the last Haslab, I suppose it's not too far out of the realms of possibility. They will license the names to others, but I bet you they won't. They won't drop Star Wars. They won't drop Marvel. I was supposed to 200 subscribers special for Q&A, but I want too long and I'm almost... That's brilliant, B127. Just keep doing it. Just keep churning out the videos. It's weird now, so I get asked lots of questions like that. And for me, I don't think there's any magic formula. I just think it's put the content out there and people will watch it, because over Christmas, most of my watched videos, I knew this was going to be long, but I'd rather short my tips. I was supposed to say this. Yeah, it's huge. It's huge, the G1 list is what was I saying? But yeah, my most watched videos over Christmas were ones that I did months and months ago, some years ago. So yeah, so just keep whatever you're putting up, just keep putting it up, because just because it doesn't do well on the day that you put it up, doesn't mean that it won't do well at all. Like that stupid short I did, the Leo Prime short I did that went nuts. That I did that one about 5 days before it went boom. So I can't explain it. But it's obviously enjoyable to see when things do go like that, and to get I suppose to get an idea of what people want to watch. The problem I've got with this channel is a good problem. It's something that I'm interested in. It's fun. I've been playing around with TF1 in June. Yes, I've seen you doing them, Fun Boy. They tend to work. But the thing I've got is, as I say, I do everything apart from, well, the ones I haven't got yet. So I do G1, I do the movie stuff which people hate, I do third party stuff which people hate. I do, I do things which people don't like. So I'm doing that Optimus Prime builds. That's not everybody's cup of tea. I do the fig pin opens, which, I just try and do as many different things as I can. What's this say? Keep those licenses, given how they were sales. Everyone will be surprised didn't hit license away from them since it's been expired at some point this year. I find it interesting. Yes, Sentinel's in as well. Nice to have you in, pal, which is great. I think again, the pamphlets due and checklist. There's not many more pamphlets for me to do. I don't think. Um, I think, as you've just said, yeah, your Star Wars, your Marvel, your Transformers, obviously GI Joe as well. Even though we don't want to go on to GI Joe because I'm sick of them. Never too old for Lego. That's a brilliant name. That is so true. Never too old for Lego. Thank you for jumping in. Hello. Yeah, they're just, what was I saying? They're too big. G.I. Joe piggybacking on Transformers, what I was going to say. From the movie to Alpha Trine and TF1, and it got lucky on Christmas Day somehow. It's weird, isn't it, Fung Boy, that sometimes, as I say, something just goes boom. Um, I, there's no right or wrong. I can't see Hasbro losing Marvel. No, it's too big for them now. When is Lugnut coming out? He won the fan vote in 2021. I don't know. Maybe that'll be revealed soon. There's What's your favourite Transformers 1 figure? Do you know what? I've only got a few of them, obviously. So it's actually Frankenstein on my old. Okay. There we go. You've got a couple of channels then. Transformers 1, I've only got, Meg's thingy, Megs and Bumblebee. Then I've got a load of the actual mainline ones. Oh, Telefib. It's the one down there which I've still not got around to reviewing because it's really good. The Takara one, the Commander one. I need to get that out and do a proper video on used licenses. I'm sure to be third parties we're going to produce. That's the thing, exactly that. I mean, I love blockies and stuff. I mean, look how easy it is for Hasbro to give out a license for them to do them. When Disney sees how poor sales have been, right, whoa, can't keep up. I can't wait to review myself. Winter, I can't say Disney stuff. So. It's still, they still get the money though, don't they? I don't think they would take it away from them. They still get the money. So I don't think they're enjoying chat and everything. Looking forward to seeing what they do with Rack and Ruin. No, I think it'll be updated. Also, who do you review your first? Who will? That's a good question, actually. I don't know. I'm hoping that there's more stuff there now. There's rumoured to be more stuff there, which I would definitely think there would be now because obviously, unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, but I'm still going to be very, very lucky. Don't get me wrong, but obviously, as we've just said, Age of Primes is out in Australia already, so they've been out a week and a half already. It's nuts how different the distribution around the world is. It is crazy. We sometimes get things early in the UK. Usually it used to be America all the time. It used to be America gets this, America gets that, whereas now it's all over the place. So I'm not too sure. Which one are you talking about, B127? I don't know which one you're talking about now. I need to catch up. I'm really pleased that Transformers 1 is doing good on streaming and it's going back into some cinemas as well. I saw the last wave. I went, yeah, exactly. He's got them all, mate. They're all out in thingy, aren't they? What's it, as you just said, up to date on the Skybound comics now? Yes, I am. I'm up to date. I've read up to, is it 16? I'm not too sure which one. Don't do a subscription service. How do you mean subscription service? They're on about doing subscription service for new figures, because that was one of my questions. But for G1, as in the old ones, as you mean make them again? Hasbro's erratic distribution. It's weird, and I know that I can speak personally after talking to him quite a lot that it drives Ben BMAC insane for obvious reasons. It's horrible in America. Some areas get new things, and there's New York series mountains. No, he's a brilliant figure. I've played with him and actually transformed him. He's great. I get in the figures with each point. I think so. Yes, I think they're just going to start coming out here, there, and everywhere. I'll ask Nick. I'll try and get a good few minutes with Nick because if he wants to go on camera, who runs In Demand, and he's probably, now don't get me wrong, I don't know everybody. I don't know everybody in the UK, and I don't know all the distributors, but I think, and most people who are in the UK will perhaps agree with this, that In Demand tend to get the most. Yeah, that's what they used to do, didn't they? They used to have a subscription service years back, but then they stopped it. And they're on about doing something similar again. What was I saying about Nick? Yeah, the In Demand do tend to get a lot of the stuff really early. So I'll try and get him. I don't know if he doesn't go on camera, I'll just basically give you an update of what he says, because he's great anyway. He's really knowledgeable. Obviously, it's his store, and he tends to get them all really early. Star Action Toys will get, yes, they will start. They're brilliant as well. I met all them, of course, in person. When I went down to do their event, when was it? It was August, wasn't it? It was just after. I know it was. I can't even think. It was red hot, so it must have been August. Yeah, I think it was August down in Bright. That was again another jaunt. I was going to say really far away. That was another 4 a.m. set off to get there for 8:15. I'd love it if they just did something in. But there's no shops in Salford that sell that. I could have a word with Nick to say, come and move to the town centre for me, make everything much, much easier. But yeah, the distribution is all over the place. Filmation must these figures from In Demand. That again, as I say, I'm in a Rudy's in the same chat as me on the Facebook, and a load of the guys, they all buy everything, you know, like Street Fighter figures, Master of the Universe, Thundercats, Super 7, whatever else. They buy loads, and it's interesting to see, as I say, that obviously I only know Transformers, but I hear that they get love stuff. They get what's the word I'm on about? They get everything. In Demand tend to get everything really, really early, so that's really nice. It's good for everybody. I know he does get some import stuff. Happy Meal toys and it got away, man. It depends what I brought from them about 20 times. That's good gold. I buy. It's scary because you know you get your points back where you see how much you've spent. Well, you can work out how much you've spent. So I don't like to look at mine. I don't like to look at mine at all. Old Star Wars figures on cards on way back with Rogue One. Yeah. What do you intend to do with them, Darren? Do you intend to sell them, or do you intend to keep them, or what do you intend to do? Did you see that guy on Star? How many million was he selling his collection for? It made the news. I think it was 7 million. There's a guy who's got a £7 million Star Wars collection, and I was reading up about it. Don't have mask stuff by their sites as they have a load in the store. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is a shame because mask is always a big seller. But yeah, going back to the Star Wars guy, he thoughts on the next Haslab. What's your best guess, Jap G1? Loads of people are saying that, Dave. That's what I've just said. I've just said because we know that obviously we're getting Star Convoy. Everybody's saying what's the word? That it could be a potential Grandis and Sky Gary 2-pack, like they've done an Ultra Magnus and Optimus 2-pack. I don't know. That would be amazing if they did. And as I said, I don't know if you've seen Mark Maher's Instagram. He keeps writing battle stars, which is to me that's a big hint because he's just Star Convoy. You would put see the problem I've got. It's that if they did Atlas and they've got to do the other two, it's got to be big powered. Does that Star Convoy? Yes, it works absolutely perfect. I put a video of him up. I've done the review in him, and it's not the reissue as well. So he's got the original white hands. He's got all the original parts. Because it's funny because loads of people are putting up videos saying I've got the original, and they haven't because the original's all white. There's no grey on it at all. That was the reissue that was the grey. But yeah, that's what I was just about to say. The problem that you've got, and I think if they do a Haslab Diatlas, now the thing that I don't get me wrong, he's got a motor on it as well, which I love. But what I really love about Diatlas is the motor, is the fact that everything sort of works all together and sort of thing. So I would love them to do that. You know, really like proper figures. Are you pronouncing the standard pronunciation? What? Maher. I don't know. Maher. He's never said anything when I've called him that before. If I'd be calling his name wrong, I'd be well upset. Let's call him Mark Lonus from now on. Then it's easier. Then if I get it wrong, I'm getting it wrong. But yeah, I think he's dropping too many hints. To be fair, because as I say, why would you write Battle Stars? You would just put Star Convoy. Because that's who he is. Oh, you'd write Star Optimus Prime as they're calling him. But in the posts and on his things, he's been writing Battle Stars. And Battle Stars is the three of them. I suppose it's the team, isn't it? So fingers crossed, we will see. Need to spend time with the missus before I'm... No worries, I appreciate you jumping on. I wasn't even expecting to see you, buddy. So do crack on. The dubbed version of... I don't even know what Star City Transformers is. Did you get that last Haslab? I did, yes. I haven't obviously got it yet, but I did order it. We'll have to keep an eye on that one, thanks. Again, I'll do a full walk around inside In Demand, which will be interesting. Hopefully, if I get there before it opens, I can do that and give everybody a real good idea of what's inside. Oh man, I'm smashing the place up. I predict that the new mask series would end up on the same way as the Micronauts series. So much delay. I can't believe they brought my mask back. I didn't even know that, Mr. J, obviously. I haven't got any of their like Fight Life Super Robots. And there are rumours in this. I hope he doesn't B127. I really hope he doesn't, because he pretty much ruins them. Rob Lucas, evening mate, nice to have you on here. Hopefully nobody will touch him with it because he's nuts, and if you ask most Transformers fans, I'm sure they'll tell you that he's the reason. I'm sure people agree with me, and I'm sure loads of people in the chat will agree with me that he's the reason why one of the main reasons why the Transformer movies aren't any good. Robo Lucas, obviously Gold knows who you are, which is good. They were supposed to have a series in 2020, but was cancelled after being delayed like times. I'm going to be calling him Marclonus from now on then, Pete, because by the signs of it, I'm getting it wrong. So, yeah. Maha, then. Should it be Maha? Is that right? Maha? Anyway. It's quiet tonight. I wonder where everybody is. What's going on tonight? Oh, yeah, there's Six Nations. I can't think what else is going on. Is there anything else big going on? Any sporting events? Anything else? I don't know. I'm still waiting for the Mask channel. I also sub to have for new content, and it's already February and still nothing. Ma, there we go. Ma. Okay. Don't let this guy return to Transformers. There you go. Exactly. You can't have Shia LaBeouf either. Shia LaBeouf was awful. Like Bill. I don't know what that is. I would call that Mahir. Yes, they did. Villa lost to Wolves 2-0. That was a big result, that is. Villa aren't doing that great this season. European football scene. Not used to it. Ruins it for them. But they'll still do all right. There's still, what, 15 games left? Something like that. Maybe they've got less. Because, yeah, they played after. I like the first Transformers. It was okay. Do you know what? Again, I don't want to sound like one of these people. It just could have been a million times better. That's my opinion. It's quite interesting because my little boy now, he's 9. And, you know, sometimes they're on Channel 4 on a Sunday afternoon or something. So I've started to watch... Hello, Skylinks 888. I've started to watch a few of them again just because they're on with him. Got me back into Transformers after secondary school. Prime Nation, hello. And yes, so I've started watching a few more, and I still watch it, and it's still good to see his face, you know, when they transform and when they do things, but it just could have been so better. And in fact, thankfully, when they're showing it at 4 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, it's very dubbed, so all of the crude rubbish stuff that doesn't need to be in it isn't in it at all, because of course they've cut it out because it's suitable for kids when they play it at that particular time. What did you think of Transformers 1? Amazing, absolutely amazing. Again, we've discussed this quite a bit on here, Mr. J. The fact that I'm trying to figure out if Robolook is there reference to Robolink, or ask him. He's on there now. I'm sure he'll answer. What was I saying? It was annoying that they didn't market it properly, because it blew every single one of the Bayverse films out of the water just for its story alone, and the action, to be fair, because the action was good. It wasn't over the top. I'll have to keep out a look for the cut version. I don't know what that is. The Devastator. I saw in vintage limb shop to finish. Yellow limbs here and there, but it was well over. The yellow ones, all of a sudden, have gone crazy. I had the movie Devastator slowly building up, and I need 2 more figures complete. Whoa, it's going way too fast. Trying TF1 and 86 are the only ones. Yes, that's the proper ones. I've managed to avoid temptation with Ramen Mask. Sadly didn't get it, but it goes TR Prime for 20. Sadly didn't get it. I think you're all talking about Mask, to be fair. Which again, I loved Mask, but I'd never got into it. And do you know what? When I started to do the review for Gut Cruncher, it reminded me of Mask toys. Where's the box gone? It's behind me, actually. Yes, it's there. It reminds me of Mask and stuff. I got Swoop, which is good. Cut version, the one you want. Oh, it's just literally, it's on normal TV, so I think it's on Channel 4. So there isn't any bad language there, but they take the Sam's Happy Time out and all that rubbish. Someone else has put that. I don't know why it's mirrored, Skylinks. I've got no idea how I've done that. We'll get a 3-pack of the Legacy Insecticons. Do you think it's likely? Now, this is where you're going to probably hate me, and I don't have any insider information, but this is what I would expect. I would expect that we would get a 3-pack of them, but they will be in Diaclone colours. That's what I would expect, and I wouldn't mind getting them again. I expect we will get, like they did with the Goldbots, Smallfoot, Pathfinder, and I've forgotten the other one, Treads. I would imagine that we will get the 3 Insecticons, but in the beautiful red Diaclone colours. There will never be a toy line like the original Master, even if it is. Aren't they like grey in Diaclone? No, they're red. Check out the e-hobby versions I've done on this channel. I've got them. I've got the beautiful colours. Princeton's in. Thank you for jumping in, Princeton. Great to have you on here as well. Yeah, so the Diaclone Insecticons were, yeah, they're all red and brown, but mainly red. I might if in a minute I might just walk over there and just show you them. That third one is Treads. Yeah, it was Treads. And that's what I think they'll do. I think they will do a 3-pack, but I think it will be Diaclone colours. Just because I think so. Because I think they've done the others. Maybe if they do any more repacks, I don't know. Or it does seem to me like they're listening to fans at the moment, though. If you think about it, if you think, obviously, finally after a year, Legacy, I got Legacy Antigone for 18. That's a really good. Yes, I've got Legacy. She was reduced to less than that on Hasbro Pulse, which is where I got mine from. I got her for about 15 quid. And that's the only reason why. And I said at the beginning of the video, I said, I've only brought this because what reminded me of the Gut Cruncher video. I'm doing this video for Darren Lee. I've been promising him for ages, and I didn't want to do it until I found the box. But the whole jet, the way the play set, the way it builds up, the way you take it apart, the way you can make 2 or 3 different things. Interesting name of Warpuff, Oddball, my New Age Gears and Swift. I haven't touched mine. I need to see that. I'm so far behind. Yeah, what I was saying, it just reminded me of that. What would you think of Legacy Filch repainted into Nightbird? Sure, he's in. Good. Everybody's coming in now. I have that 3 back in my cupboard and want to repaint them all the proper GoBot colours. Hey, Darren. Yes, that's it. Yeah, they reminded me of Mask Toys because I played with Mask Toys as a kid, but I never had them. They're also the part of the enemy line. The Warudas. Yes, that's it. I know that not Peter, you're Peter. What's his name? Tim Banerjee loves all that sort of stuff. He gets all the boot Galal or whatever they're called. That red orange transformation. It's Devastator. It's Devastator Gold. Come on, man. It's Devastator. That one. Yeah, the beat Galals or whatever they were called. I can't think. Yeah, he's got all of them, like the original versions, which of course ended up being the deluxe Insecticons. So yeah, Tim's got some crazy stuff. There was an Oddball GoBot as when Restaurant Kids Meal exclusive, was there? Oddball, which was Oddballs? Oh yeah, of course. I've never seen him, that colour scheme. It's a very rare G2 version. It's a store exclusive. Have you never seen that? Beatrice, yeah, that's, and the whatever they were called. I knew you'd know it. Have you seen him as well in gold? That's Guard City, which of course looks like defensible, but he's not. What was he on about then? What about all mixed colours and stuff? The G2, the KB toys, even though Fung Boys found proof that they were sold somewhere else as well, I think. But yeah, it's known as the KB toys one. Yes, I know about Guard City. Good stuff, Gold. I'm glad you know about him. I've got everybody as well, guys, of course, the guys with their little channel member spots, so we're going to be doing it in 20 minutes. Yes, Pete, your name is in there, of course, which I'd love it for it to come up. I recently found out Hot Wheels Ultra Magnus exists. I just want to say, hang on, a war. I just literally reviewed Hot Wheels Barricade. He's quite good. Would you like Blitzwing from Legacy redone as flywheels? Ooh, that's a good question. That would be interesting because then what they could do is, what's the word I'm after? Because that would explain a load of the kibble, wouldn't it? Where are we? I've got overcharge here. So what's that? Surely that means that's awesome. Thanks for jumping in, but yeah, because that would explain, like a lot of the kibble, wouldn't it? It'd be great. That's just still my name on the end. The one that you spin is different. That's a really cool idea, but he'd be too big, wouldn't he? Flywheels is... The last one they did was obviously Siege, wasn't it? It was Siege. And didn't they call him something? What did they call him? It wasn't Flywheels. What was he called? Oh, I can't think. Put me out of my misery, somebody. What was Flywheels called in Siege? Because he wasn't called Flywheels. What's considered the best Titans figure? Skytread. Was he just called Skytread? There you go. I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. Not a million years. Everybody else knew, but I couldn't think. There you go. See, what is considered the best Titan? That's a good question because I suppose it depends because I'm super biased. Black Zarek for me because I love Black Zarek, and Scorponok are obviously tied. Overkill is no. This is Overcharge. Overkill is the cassette that is a little dinosaur. This is overcharged, and again, this is a Diaclone colour. It's funny that we've gone back again to the original colours of the original molds. I've seen, yeah, Devastator in yellow and cartoon colours. I made the question for everyone: what's your top 3 most satisfying? Oh, that's a good question actually. I'm with Pete on this one. I'm pretty sure you rig. I meant, yeah, it's okay. Refractor is, he's always going to be Reflector to me. Still, I'm not changing that name. I forgot what I was talking about then. Oh God, I've lost track. Yes, Overcharge it was Diaclone. Crackles is on morning. It's morning for him because he's in Australia. It's all crazy when that. I meant, what's the best Titans return? Oh, Titans return figure. Oh, they're not very good. Let me think. I can't even think. I know that I was really disappointed with all of the headmasters. I was really disappointed that they turned Target Masters into Tread Masters, Headmasters rather, or Titan Masters as they called them. I can't think. I've got, I've got, he's a pretty good one. Times Return 6 shows. Happy Groundhog Day. I can't think. I don't know actually. If I went round and I'd look at my shelf, was Punch Counter Punch 1. Punch Counter Punch. Was he? He was Titans Return, wasn't he? I think he was. The special one that came out in the little box. Wind Charger toy is very satisfying. OG Soundwave. Who's your favourite Siege Seeker? That's a good question. Only because he took me so long to get Skywarp. But no, that's the Tetrajet. It's the actual Seeker. I don't know. There's only a few in there. Starscream's amazing, obviously. I need to put this guy down. They didn't do enough. They only did they just did the 3, didn't they? Oh no, they did the rest of them. What am I talking about? How are you defining satisfying? X-Transbot's Klaatu because it's the only MP I can transform. I don't even know what that is. Klaatu to me is one of the skiff guards. One of the Jabba Sail Guard people. I feel like Trigger Happy is one of the best, being considered one of the best deluxes in existence. Really? The Trigger Happy from Titans Return? I need to pick mine up and have another play around with it then if it's considered that good. Yeah, Klaatu to me is... Kingdom Huff is a good one, actually. Kingdom Huff is very good. Klaatu, yeah, he's one of Jabba's henchmen on the skiff. See, I do know some things about Star Wars, but obviously didn't know what the clones were. Satisfying transformations. Okay, guys, you've got to think of, and I'm sure you'll all agree as soon as I say it, Cyclonus, Kingdom Cyclonus has got to be one of the best and most satisfying because it's clever. Klaatu is Cosmos. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, so I'm going to say from newer figures, I'm going to say Kingdom Cyclonus because that's just fun. I enjoy doing that one. Yes, there you go, see. My transformations will be G1 Soundwave. I haven't gone with G1 intentionally. I've gone with newer ones because I wanted to be slightly different. I broke down and got a Farak. Oh yeah, Farak's amazing. I know you mean Farak, but it says Fatak. Newer figures, Legacy Armada Megatron is amazing. Classics Bumblebee, Oddance. I'm saying, isn't it Ferrak? I think it's Ferrak, Daniel, but it makes no difference. I knew exactly who you meant. If we're going G1, satisfying transformations, and that's just again because of nostalgia, because of memories, it's G1 Scorponok. Because I'm surprised that the one that I had the arms didn't fall off and the legs didn't come off because the amount of times that I took it backwards and forwards. So G1 for me, apart from Optimus Prime, obviously, is Scorponok, and the newer figures is Cyclonus. Would love that new mainframe separate, but would have to get the other 2. Darren, what you need to do is you need to do the name Klaatu, Borrowed and Nicked. Yes. Ah, there you go. I never knew that either, but there you go, Pete. Thank you. What was I saying? What you need to do, Darren, is you need to speak to perhaps people in this chat. It's a shame you're not in the thingy. Yes, I speak to Sixo all the time. He's fine. He just can't get his thingy back. Kingdom. I'll come back to that in a second. Let me just reply to Darren. What you need to do is you need to find people in either in a Facebook group, in a Discord, in whatever group that you want, and say, look, I want to get I want this figure from the dramatic capture. Who wants to go in with me? And then you'll find somebody who wants the Prime. You'll find somebody who wants the Jazz. Well, maybe not, but you might find somebody who wants the Jazz. But then you can go in on the set and then you split it up. That's what I would advise you to do. It's not what was weird. It's not what weird. It got taken down because they thought he was. How did he word it to me? I can't remember what he said. I speak to him privately, not on any form of, just like as a normal text. And there you go. I'll split Prime with you. See, someone's jumped in straight away. So you only need somebody now to get the Jazz, and then you've got that's it. Then you've got the three, or one of you keeps, or you just, whoever decides to go for the Jazz, then you sell it on, because that's a good version of that Jazz actually. Where is it? I've got it here. It's a good version. Action Master, it's almost if they don't transform. I set up for the Action Master mainframe, but thanks for the info, Russ. That's the way. That's the way to do it, pal. Because people started doing it. I imagine everywhere worldwide, but massively in this country as soon as they did. The 4-pack with Goldbug in, because loads of people wanted Goldbug, but then of course lots of other people wanted the Beast Wars characters, and there was loads of people on groups who set up things. I'll get the pack, and then you can have this, and you can have that, and just distribute it around. The Jazz is okay actually. The Jazz is like an amalgamation of the best ones. Oh, the transformation processes. You're all being funny now. Yes, I agree with you on that, Pete. That's a good one. It's 200 good price for G1 Omega Supreme. Saw one today. 200 what? Is that dollars? Is it pounds? Is it what? I don't know which one it is. They said 6 hours impersonate. That's it. That's exactly the words I was looking for, that he was a business. It's quite funny. I'll tell you about my, I don't know if you've watched my Omega Supreme G1 video, but I'll tell you about it in a minute. I'll tell you why it's sort of funny, not the video, but the story behind my G1. And again, the other story, you're in the UK, so pounds, right? I don't know actually. Now you've said that, Grimlock was great. Crackle's good thing. Who's your favourite figure from the Autobot 5-pack? Mine is Sunstreaker. Romulus Pete. I've still got so many Jordans coming out that I keep putting halfway. What happened to 6? So nothing's happened to 6-0's Instagram got taken down. That's all. Windcharger. It got taken down because they thought that he was a business, which he's obviously not. He's appealed a couple of times, but he's not having much luck at the moment. But he as a person is absolutely fine. He's absolutely fine. He's doing good. I think he's still doing his Twitter, obviously, and everything else. What's that supposed to mean, though? Shocking that they just wiped him out. They just took it down. It's still there. So, I imagine but saying that, Pete, no, sorry, Windcharger, I've got an Instagram for my PT, but it got hacked about 2.5 years ago. And to believe you me, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. My Instagram, obviously, on the toys is different because I just put things up now and again when I want to. And I think he's still on YouTube. He's fine. So many new Grimlocks uses similar transformation to the G1 original. It's a classic, yes. I've got the Bingo Toys version coming soon. I think I was going to say something else, actually. Legacy Tiger Orc. That's pretty good, actually. Oh, going back to your Omega Supreme thing. So, yes. If it's complete and it's working, then maybe. That's a crazy price, but I don't remember the last time I saw one. So, maybe not. Again, if it's in your budget and you can afford it, then that's the only important thing. Obviously, we all get quite carried away. I used to, especially with a figure that I really needed, and then sometimes I'd have to take a step back and be like, right, no, it can wait or whatever. But yeah, if you can afford it and you want it, he's never going to go down in value, even because it proves that he's not good, because they've done countless reissues of him and he's still doing like there's the new KO Megatrons, isn't there? And everybody's worried that the Megatron price is going to go down, but obviously that's not worked with Optimus Prime. Original Optimus Primes go up, go crazy. So it's interesting. So yeah, if you want it, if you can afford it, then I always say to people, then get it, because I have this conversation and he's not in the chat. He was in last time. Borders dude, he really wants like a powered convoy, and I don't know his circumstances, but I think if anybody wants something that bad, they could perhaps save for it. They could put it on a card. They could buy and sell or whatever. I think if you want something that bad, you can get it. And then obviously for me, as like I say to him, I say, look, I've got some really expensive figures that sometimes I think perhaps I shouldn't have spent that on it. But then the joy that I get from looking at it on a daily basis or whenever I come in this room, and then, you times that by however many times you do it. And if it works out that it's cost you 15p every time you've looked at it for the next 20 years, then I don't know, it's worth it. That's my sort of crazy logic. Because I'm self-employed, so I look at everything as what's my, how many hours, what time have I got to do with that, etc., etc. Surely, if you're after a Romulus, or again, I'll speak to you about that separately anyway. I've got your thing, it is a great figure, to be fair. I need to get mine out of gun mode and then do the video, because I've not done it yet. I'm looking around for it. I don't know where it is. But that's how I justify some things, to me, I look at things and I think, right, how long is it going to take me? How many hours have I got to work to earn that? And how many, with everything I do, I think, to be fair, I suppose it keeps me level-headed, because it is too easy to, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do. It shouldn't be hard to find a gun. Who fought for a Mega Supreme? What gun's a Mega Supreme got? I'm looking at mine now and I don't even know what gun he's got. All right, have I got mixed up? Because, I don't know. What's on the floor currently with Transform? What's on the floor? There's the... Oh, about Romulus. Oh, the thing. I shouldn't be able to find a gun. That's true, actually. Yes, I don't. Honestly, though, there's so much. It's a tip. I've not transformed Romulus yet. I have the expedition on the way too. Can't wait for him. He can't be able to find the Romulus. It is, because I don't. In fact, I know that's not him. That's the Thingy Axes. I don't know. So on the floor, stuff to do. I picked up the Legacy. I picked up the Toy Deco Menasor because it was super cheap over Christmas. So I've got that to do. It's still sitting in a box. I've still got the Magmatron Vintage still sitting in a box. I've still got the Optimus Prime from TF1, the Japanese exclusive, still sitting in a box. I've got about 17 Blockies figures. I've got New Age Oddball down there, and then I've got too much rubbish everywhere. And then this side, I haven't done my open my pin for this week yet. I'm still behind. To be fair, that's Iron Factory, Leo Viner K's or whatever he's called. He's took up way too much time of me this week. I'd be tempted with a comic deco. That would be interesting to see how they do that. It's funny that New Age ripped off the Studio Series boxes. I can't believe they got away with that. Russ, up for building a blocky this stream. I've built them all, pal. Otherwise I would build them all up. I think I'm going to do that anyway. I think that'd be funny. I think I'd just do, again, just a random stream and just build a blocky. But yeah, if I get a few minutes, then I build them up. I've got a few of them knocking around. But yeah, I'm up to date at the moment. I don't know what I'm going to do about my predicament. I should probably be making a channel showcasing the many variants. You should do. Windcharger, that's why I started this channel. I started this channel ages ago for one of them reasons. What's your favourite? And the size commercial shorts, like the awful Broadside figure. That's funny. It's a homage, not a rip-off. It's true. Oh, somebody else was last year felt really released, but to me, Johnny's already been. Yes, there's so many things coming out. You should get involved, Pete, with some of the Xanders jumped in. Hello. I give them a shove. It was the Defenders. I've still not built my Chase Blocky Prime. What was I saying? Can't think. I was going to say something. Yeah, that's it. Somebody's commented again. Oh, these are KOs. These are KOs. I'm like, it's not a KO. Pete, in fact, do me a favour. You give yourself a giggle. Go to my Romulus video. Check out the comments, and someone's going mad saying it's a KO and all this sort of stuff. Gold's still there. Good. It's all right, Gold. You don't need to like jump. Just have me on in the background. It's cool. And see what people's opinions of them. Some people's opinions go mental. Albert Lockwood is in. Hello. He's going to start telling jokes, everybody. I'm pre-warning you right now that Albert is going to start putting loads of jokes up. So when he puts things that they're not serious, just giving everybody a heads up for you, buddy. I have got Megatronus, actually. This is Megatronus. It's weird you should say that because I have Megatronus in sight. There's Megatronus. Thoughts on the Defenders line? Defenders line, which one was that? You see, this is where I should know my stuff. There's too many. I'm trying to think of the Defenders line. I just need to put his foot back on. That's because when I went really silly with Combiner Wars, I was going to try and get every single one. Is it Galvatronus? Yes, you're right. Whoops. Because it's one of the ones you can make up. Like I've made Betatron and I've made a few of the other ones. With the Combiner Wars, you could make loads of mental ones. Because that's what it's thingy, isn't it? It's one of the ones that you can make up yourself. It never came in a box set or anything. It was one that you made up. I got Major Bombshell on the cons. What was we saying then? The Defenders line. What was the Defender? Have you ever been tempted to do dioramas? I've not got enough space. They don't know the terminology we use, including third party. For them, it ain't official. Then it's funny, Windcharger. That's what I was saying to them. I was like, they were going mad. It was like, it's a full KO. I said, it's not KO because it's their mold. They own the mold. Yes, they've ripped off Megatron because we can tell it's Megatron, but it's not a KO because it's not theirs. I've just eaten a submarine. Subjects are looking to make the new mass toys. Loyal subjects have made quite a few things, haven't they? I was quite surprised. Retro action is in as well now. That's great. I use the combinable stunts guns with sometimes. I'm pretty sure a toy deco version was made for Galvatron. It's also the defender line is a block. Of course it is. How stupid am I? Yes. I only need the powered up Optimus. I put the what's wrong with my throat? I put the powered up Megatron. Is he still here? Where's he gone? I put the powered up Megatron video up earlier. I just brought that from eBay because I couldn't be bothered to buy another box or two or whatever to sell on. So I only need the armored up, the special armor Optimus from that particular box, because I've got normal Megs, shiny Megs, and armored up Megs, and I've got normal Optimus and shiny Optimus. So I just need that. Any help with that would be great. I don't know what's up with my throat. It's probably because all I do is just talk. Do you think Broadside should be a Titan class figure? This is the problem that you've got. For him to be anywhere near is what he should be, then yes, he needs to be, because he's an aircraft carrier. So that's the problem. That's why he was the first figure I had to do with the jokey, when scale didn't matter stuff. I've just realised, 4 minutes till the draw, guys. 4 minutes till the draw is. Jetimus, I could have swore I saw on eBay. Who's Jetimus? I don't know what Jetimus is. Oh, Jet Optimus. Okay, I'll have a look. Miss me right by, but my aim is getting better. I think Broadside should be at least commander class. Yeah, he's got to be. He's got to be at least. But again, if you look at, is it the something in C minor? Well, that episode where he's the same size as everybody else. He's as big as Magnus in that particular episode, isn't he? Harmony in C minor or something like that. I can't think what the episode's called. You're all going to say it all at once now. And again, he's as big as Magnus in that. So obviously, if we go by that, he could be commander class. He could be commander class, definitely. But I think obviously the most obvious, as Sam's saying obvious too many times, Carnage in C minor, there you go. I think because obviously they've got the tidal wave mold, and that's pretty much, yeah, there you go. He's pretty much, look exactly, if he's flattening Devastator and he's as big as Magnus, and they've always got, ugly looking one, I'm going to have to summon something again. I have the new 3P Broadside on order. I've got one of them to review as well coming. Broadside was the size, exactly, he was huge, so it's really bad. It's one of my favourite episodes, but it's really bad. Then yeah, they've already got tidal wave, haven't they? So maybe if they shrunk the legs, maybe if they just use their tidal wave mold and just shrunk it a bit, if that would be my suggestion. Pretty much like what what is it, Kang Toys are doing with their Volcanicus, and in fact what Magic Square have done with theirs, except they've sized up and made masterpiece versions. Masters are made of his third wave. They released a whole bunch of world-beating toys. Kenner was the best back then. Upscale's the word I'm after. They can upscale or downscale their molds. So if they use the tidal wave mold and then downscaled it a little bit, I'm sure that'd be good. But yeah, he can't be a deluxe. He can't be a Voyager. He's got to be at least minimum commander, because it just wouldn't work. And as we've just said, for all the crazy animation errors as well, he might as well be massive, mightn't he? I wonder if we'll get the other two of these. I wonder if we'll get the other two G2 ones. Giant figures with them smaller, less pricey market, stupid. Well, the other thing is, Skylinks, they've just gone into Chug as well, haven't they? They've gone straight into Chug, so they're going to do Stegsaro at Chug Scale, so that's going to be really interesting to see what they do with that. The main one is Mental. It's huge, and of course I've reviewed the little ones for their Thunder King as well, so I don't understand it. Damn, somebody, honestly, yeah, if you've seen it, sure, it's funny, isn't it? He goes off on one. I don't even know what to say to people when they do that, but they do go mental. But I tried to answer as, was what I know. I haven't got any inside information or anything. What's your favourite Studio Series Bumblebee mould? I like the Jets. They're pretty good, to be fair. I like the Jets. I'm just trying to think. Ken is the reason why Transform still exists, if you think about it. Meant Season 3. Mogwell's just put, I don't know what it says. Call of the Primitives is great. What did somebody just ask me there? Favourite? I don't know. I liked the Brawn as well. I liked the Brawn, and I do like the Tetra Jets. That's quite a good transformation, actually. In the question somebody asked earlier, that's quite satisfying. Do you think the New Age Toys Chug Megatron is one-off? No, it's a new line. They're going to definitely do it. They've already confirmed they're doing Prime. Remus is Prime because of Romulus and Remus, obviously. They timed it really well, calling it Romulus, obviously with the new Alien film as well. He needs to be respectfully told he is a tit. Yeah, you see, I can't say that. I can't say that. You guys can. You guys can jump on and say whatever you want. Something Times Bruticus appeared alongside Swindle, Brawl, and yeah, they really messed up on that. But it's funny, as I say, Carnage and C Minor is one of my favourite episodes because it's mental. It's maybe that's why I like it so much. Do you think they will do a G2? Not a gift set, no. Are too good for some reason, and the only thing I meant favourite Studios Bumblebee as in the Autobot, not the movie. I meant favourite Studios Bumblebee as in the Autobot. Oh, my favourite Bumblebee figure. I like the one where it's a Jeep, so I like the Jeep, whichever number that is. I can't remember. It's the one, unfortunately, that I know Shuri really wants, but I do really like the Jeep one. It's good. Assuming there'd be a Remus at least. Remus has been confirmed ages ago, Robot Lucas. Ages ago. Remus was confirmed. Pete will know. Pete's my new age master. Ages ago. That Jeep Bumblebee is class. Do you know what? It's one of the ones I didn't really get back into Studio Series, but it's one of the only ones that I sort of really kept, if you know what I mean. I won the Nest version. Yes, a lot of the War for Cybertron Studio Series figures were satisfying. I thought they were massively underrated. I'll agree with you there, Windcharge, 100%. In fact, I need to get the new Skywarp because obviously I did the review of that. I've not brought it. I've not obviously got Ironhide yet, but the thingy is, it is time. Sorry guys, you are correct. If you found it, Pete, because it's funny, sure he's found it. Anyway, guys, for all you channel members, let's see who's going to win a deluxe figure of their choice. So there are all the names. There are the 39 members as it stands right now. It fluctuates up and down all the time, but here we go, guys. Let's see. I've got to hold it away because if it sees the screen too much, I'll bring it in a second. Who's it going to be? Is Pete on there? It is. That's Jermaine Ivy. Fantastic. Fantastic. It just jumped out of Aaron Cummings, though, didn't it? Bless it. It just literally jumped. So, Pete, where were you? Let me see how far away you were from that. Tyler wasn't far off, to be fair. Where are you? You're on here as Pete, and you were exact. Can I zoom in on this? Oh no, I want to zoom in and show you where you were. Where's he gone? I've ruined it now. Except, anyway? The wheel was on backwards. Congrats. I don't know why it's reversed. I've no idea why it's reversed. You guys have said that now. I don't know why it's reversed. It's a fake. Don't trust in Pete. Why is it still spinning? Yeah, I can see you're all catching up. I'll screenshot. I know Pete's only playing and winding me up, but he's unlucky, bless him. Jermaine will get a message from me in the morning when I wake up. Now there's more of you coming along. That's good. What are we talking about then? Did you find the comment, Pete? Did you find it? It's huge. His comment's huge, and he's like goes on about car parts and stuff. And I think my answer was pretty good, to be fair, saying obviously that they're exactly the same. They're just a cheaper company or a cheaper make, whereas obviously this is a totally different mold they didn't make. So yeah, hopefully I got my point across. Anyway, we were talking about the crazy animation in season 3, and we were also talking about other things. This comment is on my Romulus review. It's only about, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Can't think. But it's quite funny, Windcharger. But he's having a go at me like it's my fault. Favourite Transformers Revenge of the Fallen toy line figure. Right. You see, now I've got to confess that Revenge, even though apart from the new short that I did the other week, that's now my highest ranking video, my Revenge of the Fallen collection video is the second. It's the longest. It's the highest viewed long video, normal video, on this channel, and I was really fortunate to get a lot of them figures from Revenge of the Fallen. You can all jump on it if you want. Please feel free to jump on it. It'll just give me more traction because people are commenting on it. Right, let me think. Revenge of the Fallen. Which ones did I mess around with them? Now, they've also got some of the worst figures, I think, in the Revenge of the Fallen toy line. Blaze Master was awful. Was it Blaze Master? Is that the name of it was near the helicopter? That was awful. Do you know what? I'm just trying to think. I don't even think it's a deluxe figure. I think it will be. The comment is by Hot Rider or something like that. Let me think. Revenge of the Fallen. Which did I muck around with the most? Megatron. Leader class Megatron. Hands down my favourite figure of that entire toy line. I think I might have got Prowl from Earthrise. Wow, that's good. I've only got... This is my Prowl from Earthrise, but he's battered. He's got no door. Didn't the KO Megas coming out anyway? Impact the original. No, I'm glad you've just... I think we were discussing that a minute ago, Crackles. I think because... what's the word I'm talking about? Yes, he did remind me of the Xenomorph. I've got the really rare one, the mail away version of that. Yeah, he was called Ejector. No, because Optimus Prime. Funny enough, we were discussing that earlier. Because it's Megatron and people. I know that some people aren't going to be bothered because some people are just going to be happy that they can get it. But the other thing you've got to worry about is, will it even make it to your country? Because if it's shipped from China and it came over here, it would be binned instantly because they would scan it, they would see a die-cast gun, and it wouldn't even make it through customs. So it's interesting because they're packaging him in his alternate mode, and again, you can't post them to the US, you can't post them to the UK. They will literally burn them. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go about it, to be fair. I love the original The Fallen Voyage class figure. The Fallen's okay, to be fair. I like that. Simon is, what's the word I'm after? Simon Elvin, who's normally in the chat. I sold mine of his to his son, and yeah, his son loved it. But going back to Prowl Earthrise, yeah, I need a door. I need a door with mine. I need to go through all of mine and see which ones I'm missing from certain figures. It's just a joke, man. I'm glad you said that, because I really didn't know what to put, because he was just going off at me like it was my fault, and I was like, I don't know what to put to you, because it's I think I'm not a fan of Chaos myself. Speaking of Prowl, I need a new Prowl figure, but no hunt. Would love one as I have the Walgreens Battalion Prowl comic. Which one's? Oh, that's the. I think I know which one that is. Yeah, I think I know which one that is. I expect obviously a Studio Series 86 Prowl not dead soon, because they've got that mold, obviously. Just take the the damage out of it. What else is there? Why is there G1 Skyquake on eBay in good condition? Is it in good condition? Because if it is, that's a good price. It may have no missiles with him at all. It's weird saying that, because my Skyquake boxed was less than 50 quid. But again, we're going back 15 years, maybe more, maybe longer. Skyhammer G1 is that's my biggest GPS one when we talk about GPS. Illegitimate, ironically, is a big word for him. You're all reading it now, aren't you? As I say, I get some comments, and guys, and I really don't know how to reply to them sometimes. Gabriel as well, as I say, he's not in the chat. He was, I think I know which one I'm about. But I think it was again, he put a load of weird things after I did the Motormaster DNA upgrade kit. It's on eBay for okay condition for 20 quid, mate. That's pretty good for a Skyhammer. Will defend you, Russ. Some comments aren't with. I used to, really say, and I used to say hand on heart, I used to reply to everything, but then after MCN, I've just never caught up. I still read them all. I still read every single comment, but I don't reply to them all because obviously I don't get a chance to. But yeah, after MCN, it went nuts. I get between 200 and 300 a day, and I've got a normal job and a family and everything, so I can't keep up, but I do. The ones, especially from, I'm not just saying that, but I think you guys do all know that I still reply to you guys constantly, because you guys have been here since day dot, etc. So I always like to reply to, and I like to reply to people who I think, I know. Sometimes it's a throwaway comment, or sometimes it's someone like that just trying to spark an argument, and I think, well, I've not got time for this. So I just leave it. But I didn't know what to put to him. I felt like he was having a personal attack at me, and I was like, it's not me. I didn't make it. I'm just reviewing it. But the reason why I'm reviewing it is because it is and it was. I don't care what anybody says. That was, when I was reviewing it, and it still is one of the most anticipated figures to come out. They're not worth blind to as whether or not the channel. Yeah, it was after MCN. It went nuts. So I just haven't been able to keep up. To be fair, in which is it's a good way. Obviously, it's nice like me, but I'm already a top commenter anyway. Exactly. I always play to you. Which. Yes, there's. I think I was talking about it then. Remind him and show the most private. I think he was, and as I say, I am 100% made like official only, like in my collections. I already say this. I'll review all the third party, every single third party that I can afford or that I then sell on. I think I need to review because I need it for other viewers like Pete who loves them, who collects them, and I just think again you need to see. I suppose the best way to word it is what competition's out there. And when I said that at the beginning of the Romulus video, I meant it. I thought this is hugely anticipated. Again, on my shorts videos and on my other ones, it's see you later, Skylinks. Thanks for jumping in. It was, and it is. It still is. People are still talking about it. I've seen Patriot Prime is like well behind it, loving it. To be fair, I've seen. I think he may have even got a toy hacks set out for it, whatever. I've seen loads of people, getting behind it, and it's a good figure. The transformation's fun, but I think I definitely had to see it and see what all the fuss was about. Same with all of it, as I say, that Viner Kaiser, Lara Kaiser I've just reviewed, it's a good figure, but it's nice to see. Pepsi Prime, that's class. Why do you think this year's Haslab? I hope it's either. I would love it to be one of them, Chris. I can't see it. I just can't see it being either one of them. If it's going to be Japanese G1, it's going to be Grandis and Sky Gary. That's just a guess because they've released Star Convoy. I think it's going to be something again around about RID. I don't know, or maybe, even though thanks for the comparisons. I know. He's back from the dead. One of the best things about your videos is comparisons because you can actually do. Yeah, that's it. I'm quite lucky that I can do that. I think it's going to be unless I can't. The thing is that what stumped me is because obviously it won't come out until next year, and next year is the 40th anniversary of a movie. So I thought it might be something with regards to the movie, but of course Devastator is already coming out this year. I can't think of something giant or something, that would need all that extra work, extra anything from the '86 movie because I can't think. Honestly, I've got no idea. If it's not Japanese G1 learning Japanese, did they? So maybe if they hinted about learning Japanese, it will be the Battle Stars then. It really will, because I've got this feeling, and I've got no insider information before anybody says I just because of the trailers. Where did I put them all? I showed the trailers, and Mark Lonus has got a picture on his. If you've not seen my video, then on his Instagram right now, he's got a picture of this. He's got a picture. I don't want to knock everything over. Not on this shelf anyway. Where are we? Of three Star Convoy trailers clipped together like this, all black though. And he's got three of them all clipped together. And the only reason that you would ever clip three of them together is because that's how Sky Gary carries them. Sky Gary carries so that's it. To me, that's the biggest clue that you're ever going to see. The fact that they did him is amazing, but then the fact that again, he put Battle Stars on his profile, and again, if you don't know what this is or anything about this, and they're like, if it is, then that to me, that was the clue. That was the big clue. Why would you show three trailers joined together? Why would you even mention that three trailers joined together? Because I've been watching subtitled episodes of people into Japan. That's a good thing, actually. But what was I saying? Yes, three trailers together doesn't mean anything for Star Convoy. Star Convoy only get one, so it doesn't mean anything. Three trailers together means Sky Gary, because you get a trailer with Sky Gary, etc., etc. Retroaction UK, I think, a Transforming Autobot City Haslab. There's a guy who used to be, I've forgotten his name. I've got his Facebook details, and I did a video, and he made an Autobot City by putting, was it Metroplex and Fortress Maximus together and painted them yellow? Darren, I can't think. Amazing. If they did anything like that, it'd be amazing. Primus, I just can't see them doing anymore. They put it in Japanese French. The reason why it's going too fast, trying to stand up figures on carpeted steps, got used to it, sort of miss it. Oh yeah, that's why I used to start out with. What if Deluxe Legacy Optimus Prime was repainted as Pepsi Prime? There's too many different things. You'd see the original Pepsi Prime was just a G1 Optimus Prime with a different sticker on the thing, on the box even. And then of course the Canadian one had a different sticker on the trailer, but then they made a new one. But anyway, that's my theory on them guys. I'll put them away. I need to watch the rest of that. So was what you're referring to with Emily, obviously, was the Haslab unboxing with Emily and Evan, wasn't it? Sam's Formers is in. Hello, buddy. Because I haven't seen that all the way through yet. I keep intending to. I did engage Emily in a bit of a conversation about it straight afterwards, to be fair. She's really nice. She's so nice. She was at London as well. Just fun, bubbly. But her forte, I don't know if you know, she is the yeah, I've seen the new trailer with the Pepsi on the back of it. It's quite funny because people still think that that's the Pepsi Prime, but it's not the original one, obviously. Primus is a no-go. 3,000 years for planet size 2. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to do it. It would be a grand. It would be a grand straight down. It would be £1,000, and everybody would be like, "No, we're not doing that." What was I saying? Yes, her forte is Ghostbusters, obviously. Yeah, but she's lovely. I need to watch the rest of that video anyway. See if I can pick up on any hints from it. I would, as I say, it could be anything Japanese G1. It could be Raiden. I'd love it to be Raiden. I'd love it to be the original in person. It was 1,000. I lost it. Is that the Pepsi Prime you're on about, Windcharger? Which one, the US one or the Canadian one? If it was a Leo Kaiser, it'd be fantastic. If it was a Landcross, it'd be fantastic. If it would be, he gets a polite response in the first instance. Yes, yeah. It's one of the ones that it's weird, Windcharger. If you'd have been like to be fair, I wasn't doing live streams really then anyhow, but like when I first started off the channel and I was like really into my prime variant hunting, it was really high on the list. And so we're only going back 5 years, less than that. I was trying to convince this guy that it would be 1,000. It would be easily. Just what was it? And they weren't that bad. I mean, I'm saying they weren't that bad. They were still £300-400, which is about $400-500. The G1 Japanese could be described as supreme. That was the other hint. Supreme Prime missing a link, just a G1 reprint. Is that Supreme Prime missing link? Overlord, MPG, I think the Canadian. Which Prime are we talking about? Which Prime are we talking about? Overlord, I know one of the Takara designers really wants Overlord as a Haslab as well. I don't know his name personally, I've just been told that by, I'm sure Evan said that on one of my streams, that the Overlord's high on the list. It was definitely a question that he said, and I'm not just giving anything away, that it was given away on one of the it was on the last interview that I was discussing with him when I was on holiday. And there was him and Mark, and when I did it for Star Action Figures, we discussed it quite a lot. This is still my favourite videos. Yeah, I've got more than that, Crackles. I need to sort it out, to be fair. I have got more than that now. I do need to sort it out. Update it, shall we say. I think I had 18 in that video. Overlord is a Haslab. Would be. God, you know why they have a trailer. It's been. Oh yes, I just realised you've been told the joke again. It's revealed past few days. What's been revealed? It's been revealed. What's been revealed in the past few days? I'm not too sure what you're on about there. As I say, it's a thinking you can't. Is Optimus Prime was leaked? It's a Supreme collaborative. Oh, just the Supreme Optimus, right? Okay. I know what you're on about. They don't know if it's real yet because they say the painting on the cab doesn't look real. Supreme is it China's version of Japan's bathing ape? I'm sure it is. I've read about this. Yes, I know what you mean now. Sorry, I thought you meant something on one of my shelves. I believe it's a high-end clothing brand in whichever country it is, and it's basically their equivalent of what the bathing ape figures are. So that'll happen. Of course it will. Anything like that, we'll eventually get the Amazon truck. We'll eventually get them all because it's a no-brainer for Hasbro. They've got the molds. They've got the things. I don't think it's a missing link, though. I think that's what the question was. Sorry. Korea, there you go. Thanks very much, Fung Boy. I knew you. People don't think it's real because the painting on the cab's awful. if it does end up being real, then the stupid thing is things like that will end up making it real because it'll create an interest, it'll create a buzz, and then of course they'll do it because there you go, it's done, the advertising is done for them, and the people will want to do it. So I think that could happen, to be fair. I still like the host breaker short. I need to update that, to be fair. Oh, I want to see what he's put now. It's a sloppy concept. It could be a custom fake, yeah. That's what I read, and that's why I didn't do a video on it. I've got about 15 things I need to, again, do some videos on over this weekend. So there's not too much to come on Monday. I try to keep up with the news. I saw the YOLO Bumblebee as well, but I thought that's just, it's weird. Sometimes I'll look at things and think I need to do a video on that straight away, and then other things I look at it and think, oh, that can wait. And then I really wish that I'd have done a video on it, to be fair. It's hard to guess because, again, just because it's not important to me doesn't mean that it's not important to at least one of you. But again, it is hard to keep up with absolutely everything and try and put as much on as I can. I'm really intrigued for these comments now. What's your favourite version of the Siege Sideswipe mould? Mine's the one from the Kingdom 2 pack. That's a good version. There was supposed to be an Amazon Prime ages ago, but it just keeps falling through. Do you know what? I really like the... Is this cheating? I like that one. I like this one. And I also really like the Shattered Glass one as well. But I think this one, because it's just ridiculous. It's just, again, I'm holding this man thinking, I don't even know what this is. Or how they would do it. I just love the genius behind everything. How they look at a figure and think, that can be this. So yes, it is Ectotron of the Sideswipe mold, because that's what it is. Good question, though. That's again, this was the Seeker of War for Cybertron, wasn't it? That was a good question. Red Alert version. Do you want to make sure it's not satisfying toy? Unrelated topic. It's just Gigawatt. Yeah, that's the one I've just showed. Gigawatt. He's my favourite. It's a retool of it. The transformation is exactly the same. The way the things come down for the waist is exactly the same. The head's obviously different, and it's got a flux capacitor, which is of course different. The rest of the things are all pretty normal. My comment was only really a reiteration of what was already said. I like to see response, and then the turn he takes before I switch it off. Oh dear, what have I started here now? So very quickly, again, so it's looking at maybe the end of the month, maybe March. Who's up for a 4-hour stream? Because that's what I'm going to do. I know, Pete, you said you go to bed. What about midnight or whatever? I'm going to do like 10 till 2 or something. I'm going to go 4 hours for 40k. That's what I'm going to do. And then what I'll do is I'll pigeonhole myself into, by the time I get to 100 hours, after 100,000, I'll have to do 10 hours. But it's just another silly thing that I thought I'd do. Pete, you are made, man. I'm definitely going to do it anyhow, guys. It might be later than I thought, but I will definitely do it because I like doing it. I can't believe, again, that I've been chatting for an hour and 22 minutes, and it seems like 5. That's how fast time goes, to be fair. So 4 hours, I barely stand too, Darren. The only problem that I've got is Proto Man. I think he goes live at 1 AM UK time, and his following is huge. So I would be doing rubbish. When I get to 40k Wind Charger, when I get to 40k, I'm going to do a 4-hour stream. But you're famous now. I saw a picture of it. Which one's that? You're famous now. I saw a picture up on TFSO's Twitter post. Which one's that? I don't know which one that is. I'm interested now. Which one's that? Does anybody know what? I don't know if I can manage for us. Which one was it, Princeton? I mean, you've obviously got my Facebook, so you can send me it there as well if you want. TF Source. I don't know. I know I'm on the Battersea one, obviously. That website's up and running now, by the way. I've got to do a video on that, but it's still only in its infancy. There's a few things of me here, there, and everywhere. To be fair, there's I was on a 3-hour chat. Regretted that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think why they'd have a picture of me on TF Source. I prefer your lives more than Proto's here. I don't feel ignored. I will answer everybody's thing. Even, I try that's why I've got that there in this here. So if I can try and keep up. I'm lucky as well. I'm lucky that, that it doesn't get crazy. I think the most we've ever had at one particular time was 54 or something. And I still managed to just about keep up. What I do really like, and I say this all the time though, is that you guys talk to each other as well, which is really nice. And someone even commented separately offline one day. They said they like the fact that I give you guys the platform to be able to do that, because again, you know, you got people from Australia, people from America, people from the UK, all just chatting away now. I know it's crazy stuff. I'm not sure if I've ever been part of a 4-hour stream before. Neither have I, Retro. It's something. There we go. I'll have a look at that in a minute, Princeton. Thank you very much. Who said that? What? Someone said that. It wasn't you? Might have said that. I don't know if you said that. You liked the chats though, so it wasn't you. Who was it who said that? I think it was one of my friends from Thingy. I want to see what Thingy sent me now, but that means I'll have to come off the stream. But I'm gonna have a look. Very true, Russ. It says though, again, you all get to chat away. Sometimes you're not even talking to me, and I'm like, "What's going on there?" And you're like, "Oh, you're talking to each other," which again is nice. Which again was why I want to do like a 4-hour. I want to do a longer one, so I cross more time zones, or I give more people the opportunity. They put up a pic of you looking very happy with your collection early this evening. Oh, okay. That's funny that it's on Twitter. That's crazy. I think was that when I did they did a Meet the Collector 3.5 4. It's one of the first things when I first started. That was during lockdown. I'm sure it is. If I've got a white t-shirt with the Autobot logo on the front, it was if it's that one, it was again, it was they do like a collector spotlights, and it was when I just started this. New month, new collection goals. What's the TF? What happened to the Marvel figures? You want to see them now? Where have I put them? Oh, I've just put them in there. It's Red Hulk and Captain America. Typically, I had them at the side, and I've literally took them out earlier. I just need to go back to this. New month, new collection goals. What's your top list this February? Drop your comments, collection. So mine, it's a shame because 31 views. There you go. Pete's beat me to it. I don't know. I think the picture is a fake. That person isn't as handsome as this guy. Dude, I need a haircut. I'm starting to look my age, and I used to never look my age. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, white t-shirt. It'll be that then when they did a collection spotlight. And yeah, just again, it was something that I did during lockdown. Because this is their words, not mine. That I just, came out of nowhere, and people were like, "Who's this guy? How's he got all these figures? And let's get him on the chat." And it was that, yeah. So that was my TF source, Meet the Collector thing is what it was. My goal, not just for February, my white whale at the moment is Fire Guts Jinrai, but it's just I'm not going to be able to get him. He's just too much money. He's just too much money. And again, I know I've got insanely priced figures around me, but I never pay that. We were just talking that my Sky Cup, not the heart button, the thumbs up. You may have to. There you go. Wind chimes, still my small wind chimes. That's what happens when you get old. It's not that, mate. It's kids. It's kids. They've destroyed me. Me and the wife were saying just before I came to do this, because she's gone to bed, bless her. That even the pictures of because obviously you look at the pictures of you with your kids and just instantly get older. I'm not blessed with, or I'm not lucky enough to have kids that sleep all the way through. I think a few times on here I've had to say, etc. They still don't sleep all the way through. So as soon as they do, then maybe I'll start. I can't wind the clock back, obviously, can I? But I can hopefully look a little bit less dishevelled. The 4 hours will do me, though. The 4 hours will be interesting. But I'm looking forward to that, to be fair. I'm looking forward to that, just to see if I can peak. Again, just to see what I can get with the numbers of how many people are watching, how many comments people do. But as I say, I don't want to go up against Proto Man. Princeton will know what time Proto Man's on. So I'll have to make sure that I have a look around and not tread on his toes, because I'm not treading on his toes at all. There would be, it's quite the opposite. it's quite the opposite. It's like there would be no point me going up against him here after watching a wind charger video. No way, that's funny. And that's that's why I laugh, and I still always refer to myself as little old me, because I am small fry compared to him and a few of the other ones out there. But yeah, we'll make sure that I don't overlap with him. Could you start a bit early, like 8 p.m? Maybe. Speaking of white whales, I found a particular purple wind charge for 300. Is that a good deal considering for what it is? A purple one? Is that one of the Estrellas? Is it the Estrellas? Is it the Antex? I think it's the Estrella, innit? And unfortunately, that's the other reason why I stopped collecting the mini bots as well. Comes on in 1 hour and a half. So yeah, so if he comes on at, I'm right, he comes on at 1 o'clock. He, unfortunately, wind charger, yes, mate. That's what he's going for at the moment. In fact, that's what he's been going for ages. Which again is another reason why they do need to do one of them, but I don't think they'll be able to now because of the Confederates flag or whatever it is on the roof. Although Donald Trump would bring it in, and maybe, I don't know, but we're not going to start talking about any of that. But maybe they would do a Dukes of Hazzard, but with no flag on the roof. Yes, so 1.5 hours would be 1 a.m. So maybe, yeah, I'd have to do I'd do like 9 till 1 or something. 9 UK time till 1. Does he do it weekly, Princeton? Does he do it weekly, or is it fortnightly, or whenever it is? Because, as I said, you know, most people will disappear and go to his, which is, I can't help that. That's the draw he's got. But I'd still like to do it weekly. He does do it weekly, yeah, so there you go. I'd love to do it on a Friday, but I'd upset a lot of people from Transformers the show if I did it on Friday. Even though they'd probably be, I'd still be watching that. Proto Man is on Saturday night. So it's every Saturday. Then there you go. Yeah, but Russ, you have more subs than Proto Man. I like the dude, but he's been doing this for years, and your channel has surpassed him. So you shouldn't. Honestly, I don't. It doesn't worry me. It's just that I know that a lot of people watch him. And like I said, I wouldn't be treading on his toes because I know that his streams do really, really well. And as I say, that's it. Which is great for him. He seems really nice. I've spoke to him on Instagram, DMing. He seems he's very, very clever. I mean, his knowledge is insane. But all I'm saying is, for me, I want to do a stream and I want to have the interaction. I don't want to do it where there's 2 people because everybody's gone to watch him, which is fair enough if that's what they want to do. So it's interesting. That's just the thing, you know. And I think that some people like him because he's been doing weekly streams for absolutely ever. Yeah, Proto Man's a great guy, but that's his thing. That's his niche. That's what he does. I don't know if I'm selling yet, Pete. I don't know if I've got enough to actually sell. But saying that, then maybe me and you should just do like half a table each or something. I don't know. I need to have a look. I need to have a serious look at what I've got because I think that I've managed to get rid of pretty much the majority of it. But I'll have a look. The other thing as well is, though, Pete, if you can make it to, like, there's obviously the mini cons and all that sort of stuff as well. I know you still don't know if you can come to the TF UK con, but if you wanted to bring some stuff and sell some stuff there, then you could do that as well, like I was doing last time. Although I need to start doing more for that as well. And Aaron Archer, if they would be interested in attending one of the Transformers events over there, and they both said they would love to. I'm Krusty. Who's I'm Krusty? These people, I don't even know who they are. And then I feel bad because sometimes they're like, they know you or you know this. But again, I'm just so busy doing all what I do. And I genuinely don't watch anybody else's reviews. And sometimes that is a backfire for me. You know, sorry, what's the word I'm after? It's not back. It backfires on me because... oh, there you go. That's not because sometimes I miss things out, and I do miss things out, and I don't watch MGO. I've used MGO on numerous occasions for his transformation videos. I'd love to be at the point get to be Transformers the show when I'm sleeping the years. Yeah, the Transformers the show. Friday night's the only night I get to actually sit down with the missus properly after the kids have gone to bed, so I don't do that at all. What are we talking about then? M goes, he's helped me out loads. My sister said she's okay if I could, but I don't know if she's doing that typical woman thing where she isn't actually okay. Yeah, I know that. I know exactly what you mean there with that, Pete. But it's only one day. Bring her along. What was he saying then? I can't think. Oh, yeah, but... Oh, that's it. I was going to say, yeah, like, I love the fact that MGO can just, he obviously does this as a job. His subs are crazy. He puts out his transformation videos at the same time, and like sometimes they would take me a day to do. So I love the fact that he's probably totally just living the dream. You know, he's a genuine YouTuber. He won't have to work with the numbers that he's pulling in, and if I could get anywhere near that, that would be amazing. Hello everybody, finally made it. I was like, nice to have you on here, mere person. Thanks for jumping in, buddy. It doesn't matter what time you've jumped in, pal, as long as you've jumped in. In fact, it doesn't even matter if you don't jump in because I speak to everybody anyway. So buffering a little bit. I don't think it's here. I think we're okay here. We're on an hour and a half already, which is crazy. I was watching the trading video. What's the trading video? Oh, the trading cards, obviously. I would go to M Goes Lives, but there's so many people in the chat that you can't even speak. You typically has more than... Wow, that's good. I was on a live stream with Optimus Prime on, and again, I don't know how he kept up, to be fair. It was crazy. But yeah, he just about did it. There's big news he told us about it. I tried. Yeah, that is big news. I think that's really good, to be fair. I think, again, I don't know what he's going to be coming with. I don't know if it's going to be a new mold. I know there's loads of speculation that it is. I think if it's not going to be a new mold, I think the absolute minimum they should remove the siege parts if they're going to keep the Netflix mold. It's all right. I've got loads of messages coming through at the top. If they're not gonna give us a new mold, then they should definitely take away the siege parts, because they're just not needed. But then what I was thinking again, purely for them and for a money thing, that if they do a new mold, then straight away, then they could do, what's the word I'm after? They could use the same mold again and then do a comic book version, which would make sense, because again, that then means that they're using the mold over and over, because of course everybody knows as soon as they make a mold, they make it with the intention of reusing it. So that would be my thing. I can honestly see it being the siege one, but I hope it's just, again, they've got to take the Netflix one. They've got to take they've got to take them off, because of course they weren't in the movie, and if they want exact how the robot mode appeared in the movie, they've got to cut them bits off. They've got to. I didn't even know MGO did lives. I know that MGO was somebody who got impersonated a few years ago. So, which again, that's not nice. I remember when everyone thought the Legacy Sound was going to be a new mold. If this is the case, then it's a long overdue. I would love it to be. I think it will be. I think because don't they have a screen turned vertical just for chat so they can... I think they do. You see what it is. Surely, again, I need to. No, sorry, not sure. He crackles. It's this on here, but I need. That's what I brought an iPad for. I brought an iPad because it's got all the speech down there. But I've still not worked out how to do live streams on this. I'm so useless. It just says that everything I've got. I need to set it up properly, and then once I've done that, then I'll be able to do it. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? I'm looking at me there. I'm looking at about 4 of me there now. I've got the intention. Speaking of wind charger figure, there could be a wind charger in a lab. The lab coat based on of that one episode. Super set, I would imagine. I think there's a way to set comments to a slower speed as well. I think the problem you've got is they just keep going, don't they? Really surprised about some of the Hot Wheels being at the... Yes, I just did the thingy one, the barricade one. I still need to find a Magnus and a normal Optimus Prime. Oh, excuse me. But that's the fun of the hunt, isn't it? That's the fun of the hunt, which again is, it's not as good. It's not like what it used to be, because they just don't come out anymore. There's loads soon. Attraction, the Hot Wheels were the entertainer if you were lucky. And that's it. There's a few on eBay and they've gone for dumb prices. I found a couple that I've got for some other people. Easy replied. Oh dear me. See, it looks like I'm Instagrating. Surely what you do, I've got a reply from Car Parts Man. Here we go. Retro Smith, Hot Wheels bit Smith. I still haven't seen Optimus or Magnus. No, apparently they popped up. Retro Fungboy was telling me and sending me pictures. They were in either Lidl or someplace like that. He was finding them. Yeah, there's a few of them. I'm sure somebody else said they were popping up in Lidl. I know just before Christmas, a load of people in another one of the group chats I was on, people were going to Lidl to find these Optimus Primes. I think I would imagine, funnily enough, talking of the NEC Toy Fair, I would imagine that would be the best place to find them. Yeah, I've heard that they're in Lidl, which is weird. I'm really intrigued as to what's going on in these comments now, because I want to know, because it's quite funny. It's like you're all going nuts. But it's just going to bring the video loads of traction, so just keep commenting on it. It helps me out. Through you, actually. Oh, there you go. Through me. Sometimes I say stuff and don't even get around there. Who is the best 3P company and why is it New Age Toys? Dr. Wu, Robo Lucas, Dr. Wu, Retroaction UK. Yeah, I told my friends to go. That was you. We do have a Lidl in the UK. Yes, we have a Lidl and an Aldi, and we also have something. We used to have a Netto, but I don't know what happened to Netto. Netto went ages ago. I'm just trying to think of like the cheaper supermarkets that we've got. It's just them really, Lidl and Aldi. But we did used to have a Netto, which was one of the first ones. But the best thing about the loving wind charger is the fact that he's so unpopular that he rarely gets anything new. That's true, wind charger. You're long overdue. You are long overdue an upgrade. But the silly thing is, as we've discussed, you know, you will get a tailgate. You will get, unfortunately, a dead one from Studio Series 86. So they'll use it loads. We have Little Aldi, which is where Hot Wheels put. So again, for me, it's crazy. I don't understand. I mean, it's obviously in the pipeline because they've already said that they're going to definitely do all of the what's the word I'm after? All of the mini bots in a deluxe size. So he will come around, and the thing is as well, I find the guy's comments over the top. Who are we talking about? You know you love it. I don't know who you're talking about now. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, you've got me then. Been found it? No, I've not found any one of them yet. Oh, about wind charger, yeah, of course. And you know what we were just discussing, I'm sure they would do. Yeah, Sea Spray's coming out in the next wave, isn't it? I think he's heavily rumoured. They probably do like the yellow and blue one. I predict that wind charger will get a new figurative. Looking forward to a constant set due on. It looks bugs. Oh yeah, you did say it. I remember you said Funboy. I genuinely think as well, and this is after chatting to people, that because again, that if they did the wind charger, they'd do like a 2-pack generation selection. You know the Antex, the yellow and the blue one, because people would buy it. I'd buy it instantaneously because it'd be really cool. So I think that there's definitely. That's 5 uses of the mould straight away, isn't there? And there was a BotCon vision. What was the BotCon colour? Let me know. The grey one, was he called Rook or Tap Out? Glyph was Bumblebee. Glyph was Bumblebee. So it's either Rook, it's Rook, isn't it? Yeah, see, I knew you'd know straight. So there you go. So you've got Wind Charger, you've got Tailgate, you've got Rook, you've got Dead Wind Charger, and then they do the yellow and blue. That's 6 molds, 6 uses of the mould instantly. And people would buy it. They just keep buying them because that's what we do. Again, funny enough, the sideswipe mold's the best example. If you think that there was, was there 3 sideswipes? I'm trying to think now. You know, 2 red alerts, 2 sideswipes, 2 deep covers, a Tigertron, a Cordon. I think, you know, they really absolutely hammered that mold. And built on the risk, especially with the re-release of Triptychon. Yes, exactly. There's loads. There's loads they could do. It's I still think it's exciting when we don't know what we're going to get, etc. etc. So but we know we're going to get a wind charger. I'm looking around at some figures now that I'm thinking need an update. Are you after track fleet Optimus? I am as well, Fungboy, definitely. I'm lucky because I've got in my opinion, the best version of Optimus, but I haven't got any of the other ones yet. But again, hopefully in demand, I'll pick them up. But I wonder if they'll ever do any more of them, you know, the transforming ones. I wonder if they will do any more. They do scale. This one scales. Where's Barricade? So that's probably about right, actually. Look. Barricade and the Prime truck. A long time. Earthman Breakdown did a spanner figure based on that comic character turned into Space Bridge. Yeah, Earthman Brick's brilliant. Fungboy 3 would like to find it. Oh, Retro, you're not in our thingy, are you? They better give him a chain if they make a black. Yes, they could do that as well. I was going to say, you're not in our Discord, are you, Retro? The members Discord, we've got a thing where we sort of, you know, help each other out and stuff, but I can chat to you on Instagram and we can well with Fungboy. Fungboy's on Instagram as well, actually, so you can hook each other up on that if you wanted to. That's the best way to do it. Keep helping each other out. If I just chip that, I hope not. I don't know where the Bumblebee's gone. How do you think Legacy United Chase would look as Barricade? Good question. Pretty good, actually, I would think. I thought he was down there, but I actually managed to move him the other day. I don't know about the wings coming up, though, for the doors, because, of course, it's different, isn't it? I don't know. I'm surprised. The last one we had a Barricade then, they called them Galactic Odyssey 2-packs, didn't they? It was the Earthrise. He came with Punch Counterpunch, didn't he? So that's the last Barricade we've had. So what's that, 5 years ago? maybe more. Is it 5 years? Earthrise 5 years? I think it is. I'm sure that's the last time we had a barricade figure. And of course, that just used the prowl mold, didn't it? I got to take the mobile phone from No Mere Fixed, didn't I? Thanks for jumping in, Darren. Don't worry. I can't believe I've been going an hour and 45. This is nuts. And I'm still wide awake, actually. It's probably because I had a load of caffeine before I came on. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:45. I'll do a bit longer again today. I'll go on quite a bit longer. I might as well. Yeah, so Barricade, is he? Do you think he's due a new one? Do you think he's due a figure of it by himself? Do you think he? I think he probably is, actually. Daniel, thank you for jumping on, pal. Take care. I will see you very, very soon. Look, it's getting late in the UK now. Chris Carpenter, I think that would be great when they announce the lockdown. I really hope they would use that mould. Oh, the thingy, that one. Micromaster Barricade is where it's at. That's it. That was his first thing. My friend, wow, thank you very much, Mr. GMT. Hi, my friend. Which Optimus Prime is worth purchasing? Let me give you a big answer to that one. The C1 or both. To be fair, they're both. I honestly, and I don't want to encourage people to be spending loads of money, but they're both very, very good. So what I would suggest that you do, if you are going to get both, that means you can get one out to mess around with it, the other one you can keep in a nice box. But both of them are really good. If the missing link's too much, then maybe go for the 40th anniversary. Looks just as good, to be fair. So maybe. It's weird because it depends on how old you are and what your nostalgia is, because obviously this is the toy that we had as kids, whereas the missing link is the toy that we had as kids, but you can move it around. So they could probably get away with it for just using one of the previous head sculpts. Yes, it's too tough. That's a great question, guys. Answer, help me help this chap, Mr. GMT, in the so his question is, which one do we go for? The retro 40th in this colours, or do we go for, I can't find my missing link, or do we go for the missing link? Here it is. Because of course it's tough, isn't it? Because they're both amazing. Obviously this one's just got the same transformation, but it looks really good, and he gets the trailer. Whereas if you get one of these, you don't get the trailer, and you're still spending as much on this as you are for here. Missing link, I think so. I think purely because yeah, I think missing link, because even though this is beautiful, you know, but it's been done to death, and we've all got, I'm sure you've got one of these. So I would definitely think, and it looks like the people in the chat are agreeing with me, the missing link, just for the fact that you can do crazy things that, you know, you for a start, you can replicate the, what's the word I'm after? You can replicate the box. So yes, that's what I would say, pal. Definitely that one. I hope that helped you out, but it's a good question. It is a really good question. My honest answer would be get them both, because that one looks great, but this one, for the fact that you can do all the things that you wish that you could have done when you were a kid. Really, no, massive appreciation. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. But I picked up the Bendy Prime for my boy. It's 20 quid on Smith's. What's the Bendy Prime? I've got this one. Ideally, both. Missing Link is the better choice. It's a shame that the animated version didn't use the. Yes, it's crazy. Missing Link is nuts. To be fair, it is really good. That's a bendy bumblebee. I have to stretch you on it. I don't think age is much of a factor. You say. I'm nostalgic for Missing Link, and I'm only okay. It just depends on. You're not 17. Behave. I did not know that you were 7. For some reason, Windcharger, I thought you were not my age, because I'm old. I thought you were, I don't know, at least in your, just, of course, I've never seen a picture of you, just the way I've converted, just your Transformers knowledge is incredible for a 17-year-old. Congratulations, honestly. That's wow. You've literally really surprised me there, so wow. No way, honestly. That's nuts. Congratulations, obviously, on that. And I didn't know anywhere near what you knew now at my age, about toys at my age. So, wow, that's amazing, guys. Yeah, that's it. You stumped me now. You've literally made me a bit speechless. That's great. I suppose so. When we get the Datsun Bros missing link, do you think we will get a barricade? Maybe. That's a good idea. still want the loyal subjects, dead Optimus Hastings exclusive. I can't remember which one that is. I need to double check. You see, the thing is, me a person, I knew though, because you've told me that before. You've told me your age, and there's a few other people on here who I know who are like teenagers, etc. But with thanks Prime Nation, but with Windcharger, it's just the way that, as I say, the things that Windcharger knows as well. It's crazy. Just got Mr. Car Parts has been on the other channels spouting the same nonsense way too much. This is there you go. This looks like a vendetta against him now, and it's not at all. It's not a vendetta. It's like, get your facts straight before you come yelling at people, because that's what he did. He yelled at me, and basically it's not a KO. It's their own mold. Anyway, I'll look forward to catching up on that. Some people do, Fungboy. Honestly, some people. I used to have somebody. I can't remember what it was. Thankfully it was a long time ago. And just it would be the same thing over and over and over again, and it'd just be like, why? Oh yeah, funny enough, Darren's just gone. I was going to say all these Action Masters are on here because I was ready to do the excuse me, ready to do his Gut Cruncher video. So there you go. In fact, I'm going back to Windcharger now. Treat yourself and get that Australia Windcharger, because you won't see one of them again, unfortunately. It's daft money, but you won't see one again. And you've got something that I haven't got, so that's another brilliant bonus for you if you do manage to pick one of them up. Definitely go for it. I'd love to know. It's a damn toy, not the end of the world. Still, oh Darren, you are still there. I thought you. Oh no, it was the other Darren who went. Sorry. Yeah, all these Action Masters that are dotted around here is because it was ready for the Gut Cruncher video, which will be done tomorrow. Promise you. Hopefully I do it some justice for you anyway. You've waited long enough. But I've got a list this long of things that people want to do. But again, you're in the chat all the time. You comment on everything all the time. So you get bumped straight up the list for obvious reasons. Same as all you guys. As I say, I obviously try and come back to you guys as much as I can, etc. Probably shouldn't, but it wasn't for the cons. I would be going crazy on eBay. I know this is random, but do we know if this makes me? It's going to be a tank, definitely. Legacy United Deluxe Class G1 Universe. Legacy United Deluxe Class. Oh, this guy, this little one. This little one. It's unfortunately it is going to be a tank. Yes, he's definitely going to be a tank, purely because it's a kid's toy, and we're not going to dwell on that either again, because that'll cause loads of problems. I had to reply to him, if it's not what you want in your comments, just as long as it's. Do you know what? I'm not really fussed, because I can't moderate every single comment, can I? I like the other Action Master also, like a Mega Supreme that actually transforms. Yes, they're really clever. I don't know. I think it's because his arms and everything can snap, unfortunately. But I didn't know he was called Bendy Prime. But I was really surprised how small he is. That's the biggest shock with this guy. He's tiny, like really, really small. Like really small compared to him. I'm sure you've seen that anyway, but yeah, I didn't expect. I don't know. I suppose it just shows how small deluxe figures have got nowadays, to be honest. But again, not all of them are this small. Some of them are really tall, which I'm just looking around, and there's bigger ones. But yeah, Windcharger, it's great that you get to go to all the cons and stuff. As I say, I'm looking to branch out more. That's a throwback for me. The old Armada Deluxe, who used to be called Bendy Prime 2, did he? That's Minibot scale. Like Optimus is Bendy Prime, the Deluxe Optimus from Armada. I may have made it up. I know loads of people were saying it because they were worried about his forearms and stuff bending. It's just silly in his crusade. You always find somebody like that, though, don't you? Can't believe we're nearly going 2 hours, guys. This is really good. Thank you for jumping on. What's he put? Sorry, I missed your message. I wish I could find out more. Prime. Ben's just messaged me. But he's done something else. That's probably why it's the same concept built in G1. The problem with doing this on a phone, though, is on the top, I've got all my everything coming in. Did your Deluxe G1 Optimus Prime have stiff arms first? He's okay. As I say, the way that I just worked it out was to do the way that which I put in the video, and you copied it and put it up. Pete's back. Is he back on the comments? Is he? I am getting 2 figures that are one G1 character and 1 core class. That's really good. That's really good. Nice one, Blue-Eyed Robot. I think it's just because of this, because it is. That's really scary that you're going to bend it. So just hold on to the whole support as you do it, because it's. I can see it snapping off, and then you're having to buy another one. There's loads of these in Smiths now, though. These are everywhere. What's all this status report? Everyone's putting smiley faces. It's funny. Let me have a look. It was so stiff to transform. Where's my comment? Was removed. Has it been removed? I thought I'd seen people calling it Bendy Palmer. I recall on the chief channel I used to watch it was Evangelist. It's spelled that right, many. I don't think who that is. I'm sure there's millions, and well, not millions, but I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of Transformers channels out there. Wars, Combiner Wars. I knew you meant Wars, not ears. I knew you meant that. I need to get onto Earth Wars, my game. It's the weekend battle, isn't it? And I need to get that 4-star little bot. I'm messing around with him now, which is cool. Used to tutorial to help others to follow. I think it needed. Yeah, I'm glad you used it. I'm really pleased that you used it. TF1 stuff. We will get him. Definitely, we will do. When that comes up, I need to pay big bucks like this one. WhatsApp probably the best way to get hold of me. I don't know how. I shouldn't have been reading that. That was a private message. I don't know how the Optimus is missing link. I don't know how that Optimus is missing link. It's not missing. You haven't got with this little one though. There's no ab crunch. There's obviously no die cast. The Matrix is in a totally different league, and of course, okay, not all missing links had the trailer. But again, if you put them next to each other, whereas whoever just put him, yes, he's good, and yes, I suppose. This isn't my saying, everybody else is saying he's a poor man's missing link. It's a completely different figure. Look, it's totally different size, totally different proportions. Yeah, and he hasn't got butterfly shoulders. The same. Missing link's way more articulated. Way more. But they're both good in their own right. And again, obviously, the deluxe one is much more cost effective on tighter budgets, but this one's got the butterfly joints in the shoulders. They swing all the way around. He's got the ab crunch, which of course the deluxe one hasn't got. He's chrome for a start, and I don't know what it is about chrome. And what do you guys think in the comments? I think we just need more chrome. We really do need some more chrome on figures. It's just such a shame. I suppose it's not animation accurate, is it? But and you can hear all the ratchets in the knees and the legs go out, and yeah, it's a totally different, and in my opinion, much better figure. I should probably mention the Estrella Chimera scares me that it might be a KO because of the sticker being right. Let me catch up with you in charge. I need to. That's because it's an important question. It's a lot of money. I need to make sure that I answer this correctly for you. Sticker being different than the other versions I've seen. Which one do you like? The small Optimus, the big one, Blue-Eyed Robot, the big one, definitely. I love Legacy Night G1 of Prime figure with Tiny shame about the arms. Yes, that's it. Yes, chrome is nice, makes a difference. I don't think there's many. I don't know. I want to do a few more again. I don't need to try and keep up with it. It might be just so far they go with missing link range. I think they'll keep going with regards to that. With regards to yours, Wind Charger, what I would do, there's a Facebook group called you have to join it. His name's Morgan something Coiler or something. He's like the oracle on minibots. And if he doesn't know, so what I would do is I'd screenshot. Do you know, it's probably for sale in that group, to be fair, because they've got everything. Let me carry on this. I'd like to comment on that. That's why it's like this. It's a brilliant little group. Everybody helps each other out. Everybody helps find the figures, etc. You'll probably find that a lot of your Wind Chargers are for sale. I'm still a member of that group, but I had to stop going on because it was too tempting, because it was just full of all the South American mini bots. Yes, they'll do one of them. Of course they will. But yeah, it's called it's just type in Transformers mini bot group. It'll say you have to ask to be a member, but I would 100% go there, because although I know a bit about things, I don't know. I wouldn't like, because of the price and what you're going to pay. I don't want to take the responsibility of that. But the other thing that I would say, thank you very much, Blue-Eyed Robot. What I would like to say is that I don't think there's ever been a KO of it, to be fair. So, and again, don't forget that a lot of the ones, they were all completely messed up. Are they going to just do all of the G1? I think they will. I think they probably will do Robo. I think they probably will do, because it's a winner for them. Because as we keep discussing, if they do one of the Datsun brothers, then you get all three. If they do Sideswipe, they've already done a quarter now. Sunstreaker, we've got Corden, they'll do a spin out. Of course they will. If we get Sideswipe, we'll get Red Alert and we'll get Corden. I think they'll just keep doing it. Megatron will be in robot mode. If they do it, but again, if they do move on to the G1, they'll do them all. I'll be very surprised if by the end of this year we haven't got a red Bumblebee and a yellow Cliffjumper, because they've got the mold and they might as well make the money from it. What I was saying though, back to you, Windcharger, then, is most of them have got different stickers on all over the place. But the most important thing is the stamp. Asked to see the stamp. They still made different factions for the mini-bots. The purple one was the part of a different faction over the one I found as the standard sticker. It could be, all you need to do really, matey, is ask to see the stamp. If it says Estrella on it, then it's going to be that. It could be Antex, you know, it could even be, what's the other one they did one? There's a Peruvian one as well. Oh, I can't think. The mini bots, again, it's the biggest rabbit hole I've ever been down and ever seen. I can see the Lincia or Lincia did, I'm okay with no chrome, just wish up some face. Yes. Or Lince or whatever it is, they did mini bots as well. Honestly, it's crazy. I've obviously got the Thesema ones from Spain, which you've seen, but yeah, there's definitely Linsa, Lynsa mini bots, which are crazy. Wow, it's gone midnight, guys. We've done 2 hours. We've done 2 hours already. Thank you for jumping in, Blue Eye Robot. I really appreciate it. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah. So it could be one of them. So what you need to do on the pictures, if it's got thingy on it, there you go. It's going to be legit then. It's going to be legit. And the thing is, for them, they're rubbing their hands together, because it's like they're going to find them all the time. If the sellers, is it on eBay? Is it, Bud? Is it on eBay? I'll have a quick look if it is while we're sitting here. Because again, I try and help people out as much as I can, especially when you're talking. I know what Safe American mini bots cost, so fair play. But I will do my absolute best. If it's on eBay, let me know and I'll see if I can search for it. But if it's a seller in Brazil, it'll more than likely be real, and it'll just be because in them factories, you know, there wasn't really the strict. That's what I mean. Look at IGA. IGA is the best example. You're right, Darren. The best example of how things went mental. Have you got any tips for displaying your bots without UV damage bleaching other than a dark room? I'll have a look in 2 seconds then. Unfortunately, I haven't got any tips. I've got nothing. I've got no UV protection anywhere. I'm just in a room with a blind closed. Because we've discussed this in numerous occasions, it doesn't matter. It's what's in the plastic. So it's if you're worrying about things going white, it's the molecules and whatever else what it's made up with. So I don't know. You can buy UV protected. You can buy UV protected cases, but they cost an arm and a leg. They cost absolutely loads. Right? Is it listed as Estrella? Estrella. Let's have a look. Mini bot. Let's have a look. Let's help Windcharger out. Probably won't be able to find it because I'm gonna have to go to advanced search because I need it to be everywhere. Where is it? Worldwide. I'm just trying. Sorry for everybody else watching. I'm just trying to help out. What's it? Tell me what it's listed as, and I'll find it. Transformers, Brazil, whatever. Jonathan Pritchard, just keep my blinds all shut all the time. If you're okay with upgrade kits, there's one TF Sephora with silver paint stacks and some Transformers, Wind Charger. I'm helping him out here. I'm still keeping up with you guys. I believe it's just Estrella Camaro. Okay, Estrella Camaro. Of course, it's Camaro. Where is it? Camaro. Let's have a look. The client blocked me from. Oh, you're joking. You guys, man. I need to know what's going on. Estrella Camaro. I'm going to try and find it. It's not there. Cheers, Russ and me. Jonathan Pritchard. Yeah, there's cases you can get from. I can't think what it's called. Can't find it. Why can't I find it? Maybe it's because I put Transformers in front of it. If I get rid of Windcharger and just search for Estrella Camaro, that's no good. Michael, I didn't get the upgrade kits, but I appreciate that. Is this still worldwide? Let me have another look. Carry on. It's all right, buddy. I'm trying to help out Wind Charger here at the same time. Toys and game. I'll have to find it offline, obviously, because this is. But I would safely say if it's from a Brazilian seller, then you're gonna be okay, because it's his backyard, isn't it? It's like we find Redfoot Primes a lot easier in the UK than, you know, obviously in the States, because that's where they were released. They were released over here. Obviously, they weren't released in their hundreds. Well, they were in their hundreds, but they, as commonly as the normal Bluefoot, shall we say. But same as the European exclusive figures, they're much cheaper for us here because they were released here. So I would say that you're in good stead. Don't worry about it. Cheers, Russ and me. Carry on, just having dinner. All right, what time is it now? I'll probably go on about another 15, purely because it's my little boy's football game again tomorrow morning. And that's what I do on the Sunday mornings. But yeah, again, really enjoyed it. Thanks for really joining. There was one guy that I had it back. Poor argument about Chris Cox. After a while, someone else joined in. He deleted all this. I've had a few things like that. I've had a few where people have. People jump in and board. It's weird. You do realise how sort of toxic the internet can be for no reason, if you know what I mean. It is a bit crazy, and I don't know why, what people are. So especially we're like in getting things like this is toys. It's like, come on, we don't need to be toxic. It's all toys. We should all be having fun, which we are, and we've got a great group of people on here, which I really do appreciate. I appreciate all of you being here. Say some of you've been online with me for 2 hours now. Some of you've been jumping, commenting, etc. for 3-4 years. It's mad that I've been going that long. But next week, as I say, next week, guys, is big. Next week is the MegaCon in Orlando. So expect quite a bit over there. It's midnight there, and I will have sunset now. That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's just gone midnight here. It's getting lighter. It's not going dark now till about 5 p.m. So it's been dark 7 hours here already. But yeah, so MegaCon Orlando next week. We're getting figure reveals. We're getting the Haslab reveal. I'm wondering if we're going to see Studio Series 86 Megatron. I really am. I'm not too sure. Pretty I don't worry about the legit lights. Dude, surely whoops, I'm being proven wrong. That'll be the thing. If somebody blocks you or what you said, then they've got. I've got one of them thing. I've just looked at it now and I can't see them energy saving light bulbs, which are really bright, but they don't. It doesn't seem to affect my figures, which is good for obvious reasons. But I do need to move things around. So yeah, MegaCon should be great. LED lights won't yellow. They don't produce UV to do that. See, Mogwell, you're so clever. You think we'll make it a comment? I don't know. I would think that maybe, but again, I was going to say, you'd say it'd be tough, but they did it with the concept art Megatron, didn't they? They did it with the concept art Megatron, no problem whatsoever. So maybe they will. Never really got it. No, but they could do it they could do it Fungboy like they did with this guy. Where have I put him? Like, he's obviously not supposed to have, but he's got a gun mode, hasn't he? I've done a video on it for a start, so he definitely has. And they do seem to do that. They do seem to very cleverly get gun mode. Like Galvatron's obviously got a gun mode. Are you looking to move and get something up? I want to fight the bleach when I can, just block him in a box. I've been seeing a coloured missing link RC, not just the grey bird. Wow, Rudy's still there as well. Fun words, honestly. You've listened to me waffling on as well for a couple of hours, have you, pal? But yeah, there'll be a secret one. I think it depends on how good it looks, because I think the gun mode for this guy looks really good. So I think it must be intentional. Granted, we've got some very, very clever people out there who can manipulate figures and make, fan-made modes, which is brilliant. I think that part of him should come off to become back. That would be it. You'll obviously get the little one of him, which they've had in the retro reissues of Starscream, etc. You'll get a little one of him, because that's obviously, funny enough, Starscream who Shockwave did. Shockwave was just an upside down ship, wasn't it, though? Whereas obviously a tank is more difficult to get into. I think so, to get into like a gun mode, but I think we'll see next week, to be fair. No, again, you'd rather it be proper, or you'd rather it be not at all, or you'd rather they just say, we're really sorry, guys, we couldn't do it. And that's it, really. But my argument is, and I've said this for, and I know it's disappointing for people, and as I said, I love, yeah, they should go full tank. Of course, I love G1 Megatron, but the thing is, if they're not going to do it, all that really matters for me is what the robot looks like, and that's all that really matters. As long as that robot looks, as stupid as it sounds, exactly like, you know, like it does in the cartoon, which is what he's supposed to, then it really doesn't make a single bit of difference what his tank mode's like to me, because I'm never going to display him in a tank anyway. Right, so Jonathan Pritchard's Studio Series 86 Springer is very, very different from the chest, from the shoulders, from the back panels, from the colour scheme, from the addition of about 9 different weapons. He's not the same mould. Galvatron, yes, 100%. Galvatron is just a different colour. Studio Series Springer is very, very different. Check out the videos I've done on here. Cartoon, I think. It depends which one, because Cyclonus I preferred the toy deco, and the other one I did. Yes, I completely agree with that, Pete, and I completely agree with what I think he was saying, but I was just replying to who was asking that? Oh, Jonathan Pritchard was saying that the Galvatron's just a different colour. 86 Springer is a different mould. With the legs the same, but it's made sturdier, but his torso, his chest, his shoulder cannons, his back pad, and everything else is very different. So if you've not got the others, it's brilliant. I saw the room of the next leader. That's next year. That's not a rumour. That's next year, definitely. That's confirmed. He's going to be next year, which gives them time to give a new mould, obviously. How is it 12:10? This is nuts. Right, definitely 10 more minutes, as I say, and then I'll keep you guys posted. Oh yes, they look good. That's the new Nemesis Bridge, isn't it? It's not Nemesis Bridge. Dramatic Capture series that Takara are doing, skinting us all. Because again, Takara just getting the figures and giving us different versions of them, which is crazy. Which will be really good. But no, what was I saying? So, don't mind him being on a tank. I understand that. By the way, what's your favourite Commander class figure? Mine is Armada Optimus Magmatron. And I know nothing about Magmatron. I've not seen the cartoon that he's in. I don't know anything about him at all. But yeah, Magmatron. So what was I saying? So next week I'm going to be in demand. In the day, I'm going to do loads of footage. I'm going to do loads of videos. I should be bringing some figures back to do, of course, as we say, the Constructicon reviews. The week after that, Siege Jetfire is brilliant, to be fair, but I actually prefer the shattered glass version. I know it's exactly the same, but I prefer the colour scheme better with the shattered glass. Missing Link Cordon's going to be amazing. We've also got MegaCon next week, so hopefully they don't they're going to make us Perceptor supposed to be supposed to be Commander class Wind Charger. What was I saying? There's going to be MegaCon in Orlando, so I'm hoping that not too much goes on that while I'm on my ridiculous 4-hour journey home, because otherwise I'll miss out on all the quick videos to get up as fast as I can for you guys. And then, as I say, watch this space, because there's going to be something else going on at the Transformers shop this month. And it's just trying to fit it in. There's only 4 weekends in February. One of them are in demand, one of them at a wedding, and one of them at the shop. So I've got to get everything sort of sorted out with regards to that. And then there's loads. Magmatron is from Beast Wars Neo. It's great. Real Space Odyssey. He's Beast Wars the second, isn't he? He's not Beast Wars Neo. That's Leo Convoy pointing at. So I need to watch that as well, because that figure's really good. Really impressed me. You driving? Yes, matey. I am sure. I'm driving all the way there, because the trains would take just as long as it cost me more. So I'm going to drive all the way there. And then, as I say, it's going to come around. Everything's going to come around so fast this year. The first MCN is again in May. And then, yeah, March is going to be a mental month for the channel, because I've got 5-year anniversary, I've got my birthday, and I've got whatever else I can get tied up in around at that time as well. So, as I say, well, let's get our last few questions in, if anybody wants to ask any last few questions, because I'm going to start to wind it down. Purely because it's 12:10 and it's late. The Omnibots still, yes, they do. Completely agree with you, Chris. Completely agree with you. And again, once they do that, they can retool loads of them for other things. Because if you get them, then you get the Turbo Masters and Galvatron of Beast Wars 2, Big Convoy, Magmatron of Beast Wars New. Thank you very much, Benjamin Sanchez. See, this is where I always feel bad because Benjamin, you've jumped on. That's a lovely comment. It's great to have you on here, but I'm going in 4 minutes. That's why I'm going to go longer next time. I would have got to say the money for travelling is ridiculous. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. Tasmanian Kids from Beast Wars second, NPM Jazz. He's been, I don't know what's happened to Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper, do you know what's really weird? I remember doing the video, as funny as it sounds, of the green prototype when I was in a caravan on holiday like 3-4 years ago now. And he's still never come to fruition. Obviously, Fans Toys have done parkour, but he's never come out. I was going to just grab my Magmatron box very quickly because I am going to review him very, very soon. I'm just seeing what he came with because he's got... let me just quickly see. This is the one I want. Going to spend my tax refund on new Omega Prime. It is, yeah, it's the big one. I can't wait to get this guy open. I cannot believe I've kept it in a box for this long and not even opened it, not even looked at it. It's Big Convoy, isn't it? Is he called Big Convoy? I don't know. You tell me. Pete, you'll tell me. I'm sure it's Big Convoy versus thingy. It looks beautiful, so I need to. I had that toy. I'm going to be there all day, Pete. So if you want to pop down, come sail out, I'll be there. Don't know. I'm going to open it, buddy. It's not sealed. I'm going to open it and get it out. There was a command about the Cliff Member being scrapped. I'm not sure. Big Convoy is a good figure. Big Convoy as well. I brought this at TF Nation, so I brought this in August, and I've still not took them out of the box. And I only brought this because of how good this was. So it's weird I did it backwards. I brought the new one first, and because I really, really like the new one, I got the old one. It's exactly the same, and I sent Mark an actual message. Mark Clonus, I'm not going to say surname in case I get it wrong, because I brought this guy because he did the other one. So I did a full reverse. So in fact, that can be my challenge for this weekend. This week then, guys, get this guy done. If it was sealed, yes. I've opened sealed things for this channel before though, pal. In fact, all of my e-hobby figures I've opened for this channel. So the Yellow Magnus, the Shining Magnus, the JAFCON. I opened the JAFCON one, JAFCON Prime, which was, there's only 2,000 of them made for the 2000 convention in Japan in the year 2000, funnily enough. And I opened that for a video, and all the other ones. TF Nation has so many big convoys for some reason. Like I saw 8 this year, I'll get one. But yeah, this is good. I am winding it down now, guys. I can see most of you are dropping out. Which is, but again, thank you very much for jumping on board with me. Appreciate you hanging out. It's great for the feedback, and as always, as I say, I'll do my best to get the most of the out of the day coming up as well. You flagging as well, are you? I'm actually feel all right, but I need to go to bed because I've got to be at a football field with my son in 8.5 hours. I might buy him off you, to be fair, Pete. I might do, to be fair. I know you've got quite a few things. Send me a list on Insta or on whatever, and I'll buy some off you, to be fair, definitely, because I need to get more into them. I'd rather get more into them than New Age and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's quite good. So I'll fund your New Age habit. And Princeton's are back on. I'll fund your New Age, and you can help me get my Beast Wars on track. But no, thank you guys. Really appreciate you. I don't even know who that is. I need to have a look at it. And I've got something else I'm searching for as well. Thank you to the thanks to the previous channel member who won and has given me a challenge to find something. So I'm going to do that. But yeah, definitely going to wind it in now. I'm going to Google Beast Wars 2 Galvatron right now just to see who it is before I go to bed. But there we go. Yeah, should we round it up? We shall. 2 hours and 40 minutes, 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'd love to catch these streams more, but sometimes I completely understand, mate. It's the middle of the day for you. It's awful. I've got to check out WinCharger's page on that TF Wiki anyway. Yes, you go and see if you can change it, WinCharger. See you later and look forward to a good country more. Perfect. Thanks very much, guys. I'm going to catch up on the comments and see what you guys have been putting to that other guy, which is funny because I want to catch up with all that. But yes, don't forget to keep an eye on the channel for next Saturday. You might be in bed, actually, some of you, because I'm going to be putting stuff up regarding, what's the word I'm after, the Constructicons and everything else that's in demand next Saturday. This time a week next Saturday, I'll be on my way home reviewing them. But in the meantime, yeah, as always, guys, massively appreciate you jumping on board. Huge thanks. I'm going to catch up with you all soon. Good night, everybody. I'll let you all say good night to each other before I quickly wipe it off. And then, yeah, I'll see you very soon. Thanks for jumping in, Retro. It's great that you jump on these now. As I say, it's good to have as many people in the chat as we can. Take care, Pathosis. Everybody else, Mogwell, Princeton, Darren, Shorey, Pete, Rudy, if you're there still. Everybody, if you're still there.